SEC Sports. Orange is the only color. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Dive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get a great offer on the Honda you want.
Brought to you by your local upstate Honda dealers, proud partner of Syracuse Athletics.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Looking for a local getaway? Tailwater Lodge, set on the banks of the world-renowned Salmon River and part of Tapestry Collection by Hilton, has you covered. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at our restaurant. Enjoy live music at our River Birch Bar. Indulge in nature-inspired treatments at our lodge spa. And take advantage of our many outdoor activities, including some of the best fishing in the country. Book your quick overnight stay, rejuvenating weekend escape, or extended vacation today at tailwaterlodge.com.
Time for the rest of our pregame conversation with Syracuse head coach Fran Brown.
Back inside the huddle with Coach Brown. It's the Orange and Stanford here in the Dome tonight, 7:30 kick. So you've seen a couple of dual threat quarterbacks. Stanford not only has that, but in all likelihood will play two quarterbacks. Ashton Daniels is a beast in his own right. Plus we'll see the return of Justin Lamson.
Yeah, Lamson's a good player. Play here, all the kids was talking about him. And then just Ashton, though, like I like him.
Yeah.
You know, I like how he plays. He does a good job. He's tough, too. You know, he's not just a guy that you would think a quarterback gonna run and slide. He's gonna try to run you over. So that's a good deal. They got good running backs, Cedric and Micah. And, you know, it's just the tight ends. I still think Sam is a good player. I'm just watching different ones. I like the slot Ishmael, but Io Manner's a really good football player. Something about Ruben, and I think this kid's going to be a really good football player. But I like Ruben. Then on the defensive side of the ball, I think they do a good job with the nose 75 and the 94, Anthony. And I like the secondary, though. You know, I'm a secondary guy, so looking at Colin Wright and number 4, Manley, I think he does a good job, and I like both of the safeties, 32 and 21. Those guys are good players.
When you take all those notes about your observations of the other players, how does that get translated in a meaningful way to your offensive staff, in this case, to get matchups you like and that type of thing?
I just went to the coaches and just tell them who I see making plays. Like, I'm like, look, number 0 is really good. They got a middle linebacker. Let's stay away from him.
Right.
You know, this kid can play. He makes every damn tackle there, so let's stay away from that guy. And you just tell them which ones. I think number corner, Colin Wright, is a really good football player. I thought 4, Manley was a cover guy. It's like, hey, this kid wants to cover. Like, he could be a lockdown corner. So it's just, you know what they can do when you see it, then you try to figure out what are they not good at. And you want to try to expose what they're not good at and hope that they can't fix it until the next week.
Well, that's why it's exciting to watch the chess match here, because right off the top, Arondé Gadsden obviously creates big-time matchup problems. Their version of that, in a way, is Io Manner. He's not quite the same size, but this guy has a huge catch radius, brings everything in, super athletic, and so they want to use their best guy. You'll use your best guy and others as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. We got to do a lot of different things to try to stop a kid like Io Manner. He's just fast. He's big and he's intelligent. You can see he likes football. Says nothing. Just gets up, makes a play, and runs back to the huddle. So, I mean, it'd be a good deal. We're gonna have some fun.
Can't wait for it, Coach. Thanks for the time. Best of luck. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it. Be safe.
Orange head coach Fran Brown. It's the Cuse and Stanford. We come back. We'll hit the matchups. Get this thing started here in just a bit. It's Friday Night Football in the JMA Dome. 44th anniversary of the first ever game here in the Dome. We'll be back in just a moment on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Orange fans, this is Dan Villari from the Syracuse Orange football team. When it's time to tackle your next home project, you need to visit the professionals at Best Tile. Whether it's renovating that outdated space or building the home of your dreams, the team at Best Tile will help you make your vision a reality. Whatever your space, style, or budget, you'll be sure to find what you are looking for. Visit the area's largest tile and stone showroom and outlet on Firestone Drive in Syracuse, or find your inspiration at besttile.com. Best Tile, beautiful rooms from start to finish.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next big event? Discover the Marriott Syracuse downtown. Whether it's a wedding, conference, or special celebration, our elegant spaces and top-notch service will make your event unforgettable. With spacious rooms, modern amenities, and a central location, we're the ideal choice for any occasion. Book your event today and let us make your vision come to life. Visit MarriottSyracuseDowntown.com or call us at 315-474-2424. Marriott Syracuse Downtown, where memories are made.
We bleed orange. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, Steve Tasker for Westhurst Chevrolet of East Syracuse, where the deals are always hot and where affordable doesn't need to be impossible. So if you want a great deal on a great new Chevy, now is the time. Don't wait. You can go to EastSyracuseChevrolet.com and see the inventory of all 5 Westhurst Chevy stores. Or better yet, just stop in and see us in person. And remember, we're here to serve you, not sell you at Westhurst Chevrolet of East Syracuse. Together, let's drive and save.
Welcome to Westhurst, New York.
Superior Stroke Care. It's about time. At Krause's Comprehensive Stroke Center, it's about delivering care faster. It's about our EMS partners who quickly assess your condition and communicate with our specialists. It's about neurologists, supported by a dedicated team, and board-certified fellowship-trained neurosurgeons using the most progressive stroke rescue technology. It's about taking action quickly, because when you're having a stroke, every moment matters. When it's about time, say, "Take me to Krause."
Today's injury report is presented by Krause Health, the exclusive healthcare provider of Syracuse Athletics.
JMA Wireless Dome has the band on the field. The band is out on the field. Oh, that was just kind of practicing. Cal later, but then we'll get into that a little more seriously November 15th. But the band's supposed to be on the field here at the moment as we get into the Krause Health injury report. Adam, the season has started, and now here's a milestone. It's the first time when we're going to look at the injury report, and we're going to see some significant names on it. In fact, there's one here that we're working on confirming. We're going to have a little more news for you here, we think, in a few moments. But let's start with Cal's injuries. They don't have a ton. Defensive lineman Tobin Phillips is out, upper body injury. Took him out of the Cal Poly game, unavailable to go today. They have a very highly touted freshman, would have played this year, probably 4-star named Benedict Ume. He was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma after signing with Cal out of high school. Really rallied. He's on the better side of it, so our thoughts and prayers with him. But chemotherapy treatments and that type of thing, he is not in the plans this year for Stanford, but hopefully down the road. Clay Patterson played in the first game, not in the second for the Cardinal, but is expected to see action today. He is a Yale transfer, was 3 times all Ivy League. So that's the Stanford side of the Krause Health injury report. As for Syracuse, defensive lineman Dion Tank Wilson is unavailable today. And as we saw the players heading into the locker room, not dressed today and unavailable, Will Nixon and Emmanuel Ross. We think there will be at least one more key player unavailable today for the Orange. And once we get confirmation of that, we will pass it along. Justice Ross Simmons, who has missed the first 2 games with a hamstring injury that sidelined him a little bit during training camp, is dressed today. Will he play? We're not sure, but he is dressed. And while the wide receiver depth may be challenged, maybe we see Ross Simmons in there. He had a very good season last year at Colorado State. Injury update brought to you by Krause Health, the exclusive healthcare provider of Syracuse Athletics. We return to the JMA Wireless Dome on the 44th birthday of the building in just a bit. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Orange Nation, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can help you and your family enjoy perfect comfort inside your home all year long. As a premier Rheem Pro partner, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered from Rochester to Albany, Syracuse to Poughkeepsie, Binghamton to Plattsburgh, and everywhere in between. You can be confident that the experts at Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can handle all your needs. Call 1-866-720-2058 or visit HolbrookHeating.com. Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning offers its customers the latest and high-efficiency equipment and can service all their HVAC needs.
At AmeriQ, we know sometimes it's not about the destination and that the best connections are made along the way because we're all about real connections, online, in person, and everywhere in between. Connect with the real person online when you need us and easy mobile access to your accounts when you don't. Stay connected with AmeriQ wherever your life takes you. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect. Visit ameriq.org/access today.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping?
Pick me.
To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
It's time for Meet the Orange, presented by One Group, and we try to focus on one matchup. Undisputably, Adam, the best offensive player for Stanford is an All-America candidate, a wide receiver named Alec Iomanner. He came to national prominence last year in their tremendous comeback win at Colorado. In the second half alone, he had 13 catches and 294 receiving yards after halftime in that game. How big a threat? How do the Orange slow him down?
Well, he's a huge threat. I mean, and especially with kind of what we're keeping an eye on out on the field is if Single Clark can go. You know, we're looking at that. We're trying to keep an eye. He's the guy that, stops anything across the middle. And, he's that physical force that when a guy goes across the middle, he's got to keep his head on a swivel for somebody like that. But, on offense, we've just got to answer, and we have our own guy, and Rondé Gadsden Jr. You're going to have to double team him. He's a big-bodied guy, and we're going to get the ball down the field. So, the thing for Syracuse right now is, yes, Stanford has some playmakers, but they just can't get behind on down and distance, turn the ball over, and have, a blunder on special teams today. And if they're able not to do any of that, we're in a very good spot.
The Orange had numerous blunders or potential blunders on special teams in the Georgia Tech game. They had a punt and a field goal, both blocked, and botched the receiving of a onside kick. Stanford did block a field goal try in its last game against Cal Poly. All things to watch for as we meet the Orange, presented by One Group, a division of Community Bank. We are back to the JMA Wireless Dome in just a moment, and we'll get this thing kicked off at the bottom of the hour. Excited for it. It's been a long build-up to a Friday night fight here in the Dome. Conference action as the Cuse bids for a 2-0 ACC start. This is Orange Football on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V or turn heads in the sporty Civic. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. And hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Brought to you by your local upstate Honda dealers, proud partner of Syracuse Athletics.
See dealer for financing details. Excludes Civic SI and Type R based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Superior stroke care. It's about time. At Krause's Comprehensive Stroke Center, it's about delivering care faster. It's about our EMS partners who quickly assess your condition and communicate with our specialists. It's about neurologists, supported by a dedicated team, and board-certified fellowship-trained neurosurgeons using the most progressive stroke rescue technology. It's about taking action quickly, because when you're having a stroke, every moment matters. When it's about time, say, take me to Krause.
Syracuse football is sponsored by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close shave, America. Close shave, Barbasol. It's game time on the Syracuse Sports Network. Now let's go to the Nye Auto broadcast booth alongside former Orange lineman Adam Terry. Here's the voice of the Orange, Matt Park.
It's great to have you with us inside the JMA Dome. It's the Orange and Stanford. First ever meeting in football. A lot of excitement on the field. About to begin. Two teams with a lot of talent. Stanford was picked last in the 17-team ACC preseason. They profile better than that in terms of their talent, but it is a young team and a coaching rebuild in the second year of Troy Taylor. Syracuse is in a first year of a coaching rebuild, but was able to use the transfer portal to augment the talent level. Let's check in with Tim Leonard on the sideline. We expect the Orange team to run through a tunnel just behind him. Looks like he's got some veterans and military personnel and the cheerleaders all surrounding Tim as usual down on the field. And Tim, this one, it just feels like it's been a big build-up to this game because we're getting excited about what we're seeing. And now here's the debut of show number 3.
Yeah, this is quite the crowd filing in right now. I mean, there's no doubt ever about the student section, right? It's amazing how the turnout has been as Stanford makes their way onto the field, and you can hear that. I would say just early indicators are this is going to be the biggest crowd of the season, no surprise, and I would say maybe a sellout. We'll see how it all files in here, but the student section is already pretty much to the roof right now. There's a great buzz in here, and team's just about to come out for the first time. I know we'll keep a close eye on some of these injuries, but there's no doubt that this new building looking pretty good on a 44th birthday for the Dome here.
That's right. 44 years ago, there was nowhere near this kind of color. It was gray and white, and that's all you had that many years ago. A crowd of more than 50,500 on hand. Of course, the capacity was cut down right after that game. The fire marshal and safety concerns with the heat and all of that on that particular night. And those of you who were in the building on that day will remember it. And no doubt there were people in the building that day that are here today 44 years hence. Now the lights are going dim. We couldn't even do that until a couple years ago. Yeah. If you turn the lights off even up until a couple years ago, let alone 1980, it would be quite a while before you could get them back on. Stanford kind of smart. They came out ahead of Syracuse, so they're in their traditional white uniforms on the road with that Stanford Cardinal trim, and they are wearing the Cardinal red domes for the first time, kind of the chrome Cardinal or red helmets for Stanford. So as the Orange come on the field, Adam, we can now share the news that another notable Orange player is not expected in uniform tonight, and that is wide receiver Zeed Haynes, dealing with a personal matter, unavailable. So we wish the best for him. But now it starts to mount a little bit when you start thinking about Zeed Haynes, unavailable. Will Nixon, backup running back, who's seen a lot of time, unavailable. Emmanuel Ross, freshman wide receiver with some promise, not dressed tonight. So that's starting to mount. That's why you want to have depth, but that's what challenges it.
I mean, that's also why you play the game, and you just don't look at paper and say, hey, we're going to win this thing. You know, the biggest thing that Fran Brown came in and tried to do was, one, revamp that first starting unit, but then, two, making sure that we had solidified some of the backups in this. The ACC slate, the way that it is, it's a demanding, it's a physical, it's a knockdown, drag-out fight, and you have to have guys ready and prepared in order to go in at a moment's notice, and I think that's what we're going to see tonight is Syracuse, if they go in and they win this game, is going in with guys that have been prepped, ready, and go and execute.
Elijah Clark is dressed. He looks good to go. And we're about to have the opening coin toss, of course, with this ACC crew. Still unusual to think of Stanford from Palo Alto, California, longtime Pac-12 stalwart, or Pac-8 or Pac-10. But they are now in this all-coast conference as their longtime travel partner Cal is also about to make its ACC debut at Florida State tomorrow. For the opening coin toss, Derek McDonald out there, along with Deuce Chestnut, Trevor Pena, and Fadil Diggs.
Captains, here's the coin we will use for today's toss. This side is heads. This side is tails. Stanford, what's the call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. It is tails.
We want the ball.
Stanford has won the toss. has elected to receive.
Okay.
All right, flip around.
All right, Stanford wins and receives. They want the offense on the field first. And Stanford will receive that at the end to our left. Orange kicking off right to left. Syracuse in the same traditional uniforms that we've seen most of the time in the Dome over the years, including on that first night, September 20th of 1980 against Miami of Ohio, a game that the Orange won. They have the blue jerseys with white numerals trimmed in orange pants and helmets, and the block S has been added over the years, was not there back in 1980. So here we go, 2 block S's on the helmets in this game. Syracuse and Stanford squaring off, and as the Dome lights are tinted orange, Adam, it's a chance to get things going here, and for the Orange looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, and as this Jumbotron is going to state, it's not about them, it's about us. You know, can Syracuse do the things that they're supposed to do when they get out on the field? Offense and defense, we've seen sparks, we've seen the ability to get after people, and then we've been let down by special teams. First thing right out of the gate, Stanford against Cal Poly return a punt for a touchdown. It's a statement right here with this kickoff unit right now to go down and make a play.
That return was by Tiger Bachmeier, who stands at the 2-yard line at the end to our left. The ball's teed up for Brady Denenberg, who is about 90% likely to have a touchback. Kick here on its way. We are underway on the 44th anniversary of Dome football, and indeed it is a touchback to get things started. Stanford will scrimmage off its 25 to begin the game. Quarterback for Stanford to start is Ashton Daniels. We do expect to see the Syracuse transfer Justin Lamson at quarterback as well, maybe both on the field at the same time today. Daniels, an outstanding high school career in Buford, Georgia, is in his junior year at Stanford. Cedric Irvin is the lead running back for the Cardinal, and their outstanding wide receiver is Alec Iomanner. He is deployed all the way to the near side right on first down off the left hash to the 25. Crowd really into it from the jump. Pistol formation for the Cardinal, and the snap back to Daniels. He fakes a handoff, bellies to the near side right, throws on the move, and Alec Iomanner has a comeback catch near the sticks. He's pulled out of bounds on the near side by Syracuse freshman Marcellus Barnes, and the spot is just shy of the line to gain. Now they put it down. It's touching the line, and it is called a first down for Stanford. Gain of exactly 10. First down 10, and up the middle runs the quarterback, Ashton Daniels. He'll call his own number, runs a lot of ways. Lamson does too. These are two very physical, strong quarterbacks.
Yeah, Stanford coming out of the gate, they go split flow, so they're bringing a back across to block that defensive end, trying to get Daniels out into some form or fashion in a rollout to get that ball. You're going to see a lot with how they manipulate this front in order to expand it. Syracuse right now going into their 4-2-5, which we've been accustomed to, a change-up from last week.
Clarence Lewis, Marcellus Barnes, Devin Grant, the corners on the field on 2nd and 7, and a flag flies before the next snap.
It's still second down.
False start on the right tackle, Luke Baklenko, and always exciting to see those in the Dome throughout 44 years of the opponents being flustered with it being loud in here. Stanford goes back 5. The officiating crew is led by Tim Hedgepeth.
It's starting to come back. It's loud. You can hear this. You know, hey, it's fun to be back, right? Like Syracuse right now, you got the crowd behind it. It's roaring like a jet engine, and it's a very distinctive competitive advantage.
Back 5 to the 33, 2nd down, 12, snap to Daniels, fake handoff, and Daniels hit, he slithers away, gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Fadil Diggs had him hit in the backfield. That's nothing new, but this time he did not wrap him up. It is a gain back over the previous line of scrimmage prior to the penalty up to the 36-yard line. It brings 3rd down 9, and the place is exceptionally loud at the moment. The line to gain for Stanford, the 45, as they move left to right below us. At the right hash mark, 2 receivers split to the field left, including Bachmeier. Iomanner is into the boundary to the near side right. Daniels cranks his leg, takes the snap, looking left, throwing left, comeback route, well shy of the sticks, and incomplete. Barnes on the coverage, Bachmeier the target, and Stanford will have to punt. No first downs for the Cardinals. They got the one on the run, then went backwards with the penalty, and now to punt it away.
Fantastic play. Defense stepping up and making a tremendous play on that one. Batting the ball. Now we're in this punt return. Trevor Pena back today.
Snap back on fourth down, and the kick away from punter Aiden Flintoff. Fair catch is signaled by the Oranges' Trevor Pena. He makes it after a 46-yard boot at the 17-yard line. 46-yard punt, fair catch, and the Orange to start just more than 2 minutes in at their own 17. So of the players out, mentioned Zede Haynes, go-to wide receivers, yet made an impact. 8 catches for less than 100 yards on the year. Will Nixon has played plenty, so the next running back in without him would be Yasin Willis. Maybe another couple of carries in there for LaQuint Allen today. First down 10 for the Orange, left hash mark at their own 17. Allen vacates the backfield out to the right. Empty set now, 2 by 3 for the outstanding Kyle McCord. Quarterback takes the snap, quick release over the middle. It's caught. First down, not quite for Rondé Gadsden. Up to the 27, just enough to stretch the chains and get a first down.
3-step drop, pitch and a catch from McCord up to Gadsden. Right now, tempo, offensive line getting onto the ball. Right, they're calling it in a sugar huddle, and then they're breaking out from there. So don't be afraid a little bit if they're going tempo.
Both teams getting exactly 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Stanford could not get another first down and punt it. Pistol formation, high snap. McCord brings it down for LaQuint Allen, who spills out over the 30-yard line and rumbles ahead to the 33, gaining 6 on the carry into the middle of the defense, which is led for Stanford by a Florida International transfer, Gaithan Bernadelle. He is their top tackler, 16 stops in the first 2 games. Second down and not quite 5.
Yeah, Syracuse is going to have to run the football a little bit today. And what they do is Max Main coming across the formation, kicking out that defensive end. LaQuint Allen going right up the hash.
3 minutes gone, no score. Allen the single setback under center. McCord rolling out right, throwing on the move. Behind the target, nearly caught. It is dropped by Rondé Gadsden. Not a drop in the statistical sense. That one would have been a difficult catch. It did hit him in the hands as he was sliding and reached behind him, but incomplete on a bootleg type throw by Kyle McCord. Just more than 3 minutes in, no score, and the Orange bidding for their second first down. Amari Hatcher split to the right this time. Jackson Meeks left. Trevor Pena, dangerous slot receiver on the left with 5 touchdowns already this season. Empty set now for McCord. Stanford crowds the line of scrimmage, backs away, sends just 3. Ball's thrown in the air, right side with some promise. Stretching in, incomplete. Hatcher went up in the air at the Stanford 40-yard line and could not bring it down. Zarin Manley on the coverage for the Cardinal, and really both teams do the same. They get 1 first down on the opening play and then punt it away.
Yeah, underthrown ball, beautifully thrown ball. It's just got to lead him down the field. You know, when you're third down and you're trying to complete one of those, you just got to give it a little bit more oomph in order for Hatcher to run underneath it.
Jack Stonehouse out to punt, gets the kick away with pressure coming from his left. High spiraling boot, fair catch is signaled, and it's made at the 22. A little awkward there for Bachmeier, who ran one back 90 yards last time out against Cal Poly. 45-yard punt, similar start for these two teams after a possession apiece. We step aside. 11:29 on the first quarter clock. We have played 3.5 minutes. It's the Orange nothing, Stanford nothing. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Take your pup on an adventure this weekend at Canine Jamboree this Saturday at Jamesville Beach Dog Park, presented by Upstate Honda Dealers. It's the largest animal rescue event in the Northeast, with more than 30 shelters showcasing adoptable dogs. Bring your 4-legged friend along for a tail-wagging afternoon filled with treats, shopping, demonstrations, and more. And all proceeds from this Possum Festival benefit local animal shelters. Get advance sale tickets for only $5 at caninejamboree.com. That's caninejamboree.com.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
sports when you're out of town and want to keep up with the college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. And hello to all of you listening wherever you may be throughout the state or on apps anywhere around the world. Great to have you along with us here tonight. One possession apiece and one explosive play, but nothing more for both teams. The result is Stanford possession back at the 22. So not a lot that anybody's missed, regardless of where they're listening so far, Adam.
Yeah, no, back and forth. Right now, everything's held up pretty well on both sides. And, you know, something's going to break right now. Something's got to pop. And for Syracuse, hopefully it's on their side.
If we haven't said it yet, there was some question about Elijah Clark. He has dressed. Justin Barron may have had a minor issue where he did not start the game for the first couple of snaps, did come in on that last series, and we'll be keeping an eye on availables and unavailables for the Orange as things progress here. Stanford in its ACC debut. The winds of change, of course, have hit college sports significantly here in recent years. This is one of the stranger ones, of course, is that the Atlantic Coast Conference now includes SMU and Dallas, and then in the Bay Area, Cal and Stanford. Stanford awfully happy to be in the ACC, and while that's happening, the Pac-12 is being rebuilt in a way with some schools coming from the Midwest and elsewhere to get built back up. So wild times upon us. This one just getting going. Exciting Friday night in the Dome. 3.5 minutes in, no score. Stanford with Ashton Daniels at quarterback. Takes the snap, swings the pass to the far side. Catch made there, and rambling over the 25 is Ismail Cece, his team leading 12th catch of the year as he crosses the 25-yard line and is shown to the turf at the 27. It is a gain of, let's call it, 6.
Yeah, Stanford came in. They made that big cross-country trip, but they're not backing down. They're pulling their neck back on that opportunity, getting CC into space. But the tempo and the demeanor by Stanford right now is they're not backing down from Syracuse. Something on Syracuse right now. We need a big hit or a pop where that ball comes loose.
Misspoke there a moment ago. The drive starting here at the 22. They gained 5 on that play to the 27. Second down, 5. Snap to Daniels. Give to Micah Ford, freshman running back off the right, over the 30, has the 35 on the first down, and then is sandwiched by Derek McDonald and a Syracuse player who's down. That's Marcellus Barnes, the freshman corner, face down on the turf. Ford is a New Jersey guy from Toms River and did fumble in exchange last week with Ashton Daniels, but coming into the game just has not distinguished himself yet as a freshman. 13 carries for 14 yards through the first 2 games. Timeout on the field and an injury stoppage is always brought to you by Krause Health. We'll have an update on young Marcellus Barnes when we come back. 10:30 on the clock, no score. Injury update brought to you by Krause Health, the exclusive healthcare provider of Syracuse Athletics. It's the Syracuse Sports Network from their field.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping?
Pick me.
To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, the most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Injury update brought to you by Krause Health. Marcellus Barnes, a true freshman starter for the Orange at corner, is out of the game at the moment. The game stopped after he and Derek McDonald combined to tackle Stanford running back Micah Ford. And Barnes was slow to get up, been taken to the blue Krause Health medical tent on the near sideline for further observation. So we'll keep an eye on him. No score, and it's interesting, Adam, and these games all have so much build-up, but particularly this one, you're coming off a bye week into a conference game where you like your chances, and this one just has been sputtering out of the gate here. We're 20 minutes since kickoff, basically, and we've played less than 5 minutes of game time.
Well, it's a little bit of back and forth, each coach trying to feel that out, see what is going to be thrown at them. So look, Syracuse has got a great opportunity here on first down to wreak some havoc on this offense, but, there has to be something sustained. Right now, nobody's sustained anything.
Now Stanford with tight ends getting into the game, a receiver each way, snap to Ashton Daniels. Could have been two men moving. Daniels to throw, has time, puts it in the air for Eilmanor down the right seam, and it is incomplete. Eilmanor had a step on Jaden Bellamy, and that's where they're dangerous. If Eilmanor gets one more step, or if it's thrown 1 yard less, that is in the end zone.
Well, I mean, that's textbook 101, even backyard football. If Jaden Bellamy comes in the game, he comes in for a substitution, and who do you go after? You take your best guy, and you throw after the guy that might have a little bit, legs that aren't warmed up yet.
Second down 10 now at the 37-yard line as Stanford moves left to right. And ball to the perimeter coming on the near side, and tackle for the Orange by Fadil Diggs, who plays a lot of different spots. Ismail Sisi, the ball handler, this time on a little swing pass to the right, gain of 13 to the 50. And we'll keep an eye on where Fadil lines up. He's back at the defense's left side, offense's right, on the line of scrimmage. Empty set for Daniel, draws the snap, throws off his back foot, has his man, the tight end, Roush, over the middle. Sam Roush on the reception, dropped immediately by Deuce Chestnut, but not before a 19-yard pickup to the Syracuse 31. First down.
They come out, empty backfield, right? They're going to attack the ball down the field. They're throwing it. First, they came with an access screen up the right side. That moves the ball forward, and then, boom, coming right back at it. Empty backfield, delivering a strike one-on-one.
Back-to-back explosive plays. Now first and 10 for Stanford in a scoreless game at the Orange 31. Coming up on 6 minutes played. Daniels pumps his right leg, takes the snap, fakes to Ford. Drops the throw, pressure from the right. Perry almost got there. Running room now for Daniels. Has the 25 to the 20 and angled out of bounds on the far side. Barry Buxton touched him, but as they were going out of bounds over there, another 13-yard gain to the Syracuse 18-yard line.
A little bit more dangerous than Haynes King in that Georgia Tech offense. That they had dialed in a lot of quarterback runs. This isn't quarterback run. This is pass, scramble drill. Nobody in front of them, you take it for a big game.
So Stanford goes to work again. Notable that Stanford's lead running back, Cedric Urban, I don't believe has been on the field yet in this game. Micah Ford has been, so they may be without him too. First down 10, play fake, rolling left, kind of a ride and decide. Daniels kept it, busted a tackle as Chestnut came up at the point of attack, up the left side, but inbounds. The stop is at the 12-yard line, shy of the line to gain, called a 6-yard pickup.
Stanford taking it outside. They give a convoy. Micah Ford is the guy right in front of them, but it's a situation where normally you've got 10 guys. Right now you have to account for 11, and that number, or that 11th guy, is the guy that's been slicing and dicing you throughout this game.
Eilmanor into the boundary to the left side. That is the Stanford bench side. Daniels calls for the ball. He's got it. Again, the late mesh, and the play is blown dead. Again, Tim Hedgepeth leads the crew here. He comes and takes the ball away from Micah Ford, who had gotten entangled with Justin Barron of the Orange.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 76, 5-yard penalty.
second down.
Second in the game, one on each of two players. Luke Beklenko had the first, this one on Jack Layer. So it comes back 2 to the 17. Second and 9 from there. No score in the game, approaching the midway point of the opening quarter. Daniels wants the play clock reset. It's at 15 and rolling. Now the officials pump the play clock back to 25. Snap is back. Daniels a fake. Daniels throwing near side right. Iomanner underneath it. Another good throw at a potential.
He lost
Iomanner never found it. Like a center fielder going back, the ball was over his head. He may have turned the wrong way. That is stunning that Stanford did not complete that pass to the end zone, and the Orange dodge a bullet. 7:29 remaining first quarter, no score.
Iomanner has him beat. He goes to the back pylon. That comes towards the front of the pylon. But one-on-one against Bellamy, Iomanner does a fantastic job of just getting him.
He's beaten him twice. Bellamy in the game right now with freshman Marcellus Barnes injured. The other corner's Clarence Lewis. He's playing Stanford for the fourth time. He was 2-1 against them with Notre Dame. Daniels wants the snap in a loud dome. Fakes the handoff to Ford. Throwing end zone again. Iomanner beats his man again. Stretches up and makes the catch. That's why he's all conference. And Stanford's on the board first. 6-0 on a touchdown reception by the outstanding Alec Iomanner. His first of the year.
Well, Alec Iomanner is the guy right now. Everything's going through him. Ashton Daniels does a fantastic job of lofting that ball up. Iomanner's a problem, right? He's one-on-one. We're down a guy. He's going to be a problem throughout this game right now. One-handed, goes up, high points it, brings it back down, makes it look easy.
7:22 on the clock, opening quarter. Quick peek there for the officials, making sure that the catch stands the test of review. He was up in the air. He pulled it down to him. He then landed out of bounds, but it is a good catch. Had beaten Devin Grant up the near side, and Iomanner is a pro. He is an outstanding Western Canadian, now in his redshirt sophomore season for the Cardinals. Emmett Kenny is the kicker. Extra point is converted, and at 7:22 of the opening quarter, the Orange trail Stanford now 7-0. Possession number 2 for the Cuse is next on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Superior stroke care. It's about time. At Krause's Comprehensive Stroke Center, it's about delivering care faster. It's about our EMS partners who quickly assess your condition and communicate with our specialists. It's about neurologists, supported by a dedicated team, and board-certified fellowship-trained neurosurgeons using the most progressive stroke rescue technology. It's about taking action quickly, because when you're having a stroke, every moment matters. When it's about time, say, "Take me to Krause."
We'll get an update on Syracuse's defensive backfield here in just a moment. Let's first pause for station ID. You're listening to Orange Football. In the JMA Dome, a 9-play, 78-yard drive capped off on a tremendous catch along the right sideline in the end zone by Stanford All-America candidate Alec Iomanner. Has the Cardinal on top 7-0. That catch was over Devin Grant, but as we go to the sideline, Tim Leonard can fill us in on what he's seeing with the ins and outs while Marcellus Barnes has been taken off due to injury.
Yeah, that was Devin Grant playing some safety on that last possession, guys. We know he did that at Buffalo. Then Fran talked about how he wanted to move him to cornerback. There was no Elijah Clark at all in that last possession. I know we discussed him during the pregame, but we saw Devin Grant and Jaden Gould rotating at safety. Jaden Bellamy came in, of course, to replace Marcellus Barnes. They attacked him right away. We really have not seen Bellamy much at all this season. So he's in there as a starting cornerback. Haven't seen a lot of Elijah Clark. And another note, they did put Fadil Diggs at linebacker once it got to the red zone there, so still flashing that look from time to time.
Yeah, he's versatile. He's such a good player. Now you talk about another guy, Greg Delane, had an interception last year, has not played yet this year due to injury. He is practicing, or at least he's around with a club on his hand, so he's on his way back. But you can talk about all the depth, Adam, and we're all in agreement this is the best roster the Orange have had in a really long time, but it doesn't take long before you start getting some exposure.
No, I mean, it's exposed right now, not in a bad way, but you're just getting guys out there who haven't gotten significant playtime reps. And when you're going against a Stanford team that can throw the ball and a wide receiver in Elikaya Manor, that's trouble, right? You have to be very fluid, and you have to be communicating on that defensive side of the ball, or what we saw is just that, just a small window of opportunity. Iamaner goes up, plucks it from the sky.
Iamaner's 7th career touchdown catch. He had 7 receptions for 102 yards in the opener against TCU. 7-0 Stanford, and the kickoff from Emmett Kenny, left to right as we view it. Line drive type into the end zone on the fly. Touchback brings the Orange out to the 25 for possession number 2. The Orange had only 1 first down in the first possession. That was on a quick throw over the middle for a 10-yard catch by Aronde Gadsden. Now we'll see what they offer here on first down 10. Darrell Gill is in the game. Keep in mind the Orange are playing without Zeed Haynes. So at the moment, the wide receivers are Gill with Trevor Pena and Jackson Meeks. Tighter the formation is Aronde Gadsden on first down. Ball's in the center of the field of the 25. Pistol formation. The back is LaQuinn Allen. Kyle McCord looks over the scene. A lot in the box here for Stanford. Maybe 9 players. Snap. McCord play fake. Rolling right. Throws one-handed nonchalant catch made by Aronde as he backpedals out of the way and over the sideline on the far side. Gain of just 2 to the 27.
Syracuse right now moving the pocket. They get McCord one-on-one. He's able to see what's in front of him. Drops the ball right in front of Scotty Edwards to Aronde Gadsden.
That ball caught him. Second down, 8. Hands on knees for LaQuinn Allen. McCord draws the snap, throwing far side right. Cutback route is caught by Gill. Turning upfield near the sideline, near the first down marker. He is stopped right there. The official with his right foot on the marker, and they do bring the chains along just enough for a first down out to the 35. Need 8 on the play.
McCord has touch, but this one's, he turns the burner up. It's all gas. Comes right off that side. Darrell Gill able to catch it and just plunge forward in order to get that first down out of the hands of Manley.
Double tight ends, Volari and Mang. Going to have a under center snap here to Kyle McCord with LaQuinn Allen. A deep setback this time. Volari sprints to the right in motion. Handoff running right into the boundary. Allen behind Volari and up to the 37-yard line. The number of different types of plays, Adam, that we saw in the Georgia Tech game was fun. It was inspiring, and we're kind of seeing that. Under center, pistol, shotgun, empty set, really trying to throw the kitchen sink at the defense.
Well, I think Nixon right now is trying to feel out what's in front of him. Jeff Nixon doing a great job bringing in new personnel. At that time, they try to go outside with an outside zone. They get the stretch, but the backside is hawked down by Linka.
Second down and 8. Dropping to throw. McCord had time. Now escapes to the right on the pursuit to the 35-yard line and out of bounds. Clay Patterson, the Yale transfer, tracking him down. The previous tackle, Adam, was by Brayton Marso Oliinka, a sophomore from Melrose, Massachusetts. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Marso
just as you heard, right? Hey, in Syracuse right now, offensively, they're getting pressured, right? They're getting pressured by this defensive front. They have to hold up a little bit deeper into pass protection. It's just not 1-2 punch. It's got to be 1-2. You got to start to move your feet in order for McCord to get visuals down the field.
10 minutes played. Stanford by 7. McCord to throw again off the back pedal, down the field and incomplete over the stretching Jackson Meeks. And it fell quietly at the 35-yard line. Stanford had that one pretty well bracketed, too. A little pressure in on McCord. He has not had clean pockets so far, and another punt coming for the Cuse.
And that's going to be the difference for Syracuse right now is they're giving up edge pressure on the outside. You look at Weatherspoon and you look at Washington, what they've been capable of doing over the past couple weeks. This time they're behind, and those defensive ends are rushing right at the quarterback.
Jack Stonehouse punts it away. High kick, well struck, back to the 12-yard line for Bachmeier. Has the 15 angled right. Does not get out of the grasp there. Good pursuit down the field. Callahan, there's stuff after the whistle, and here's a flag thrown in the air. Bachmeier, maybe they didn't blow the play dead. He kept running, and then the Orange, of course, tackled him later. And let's watch the replay here. First pursuit down. He comes out to the right. It is Tom Callahan, the long snapper. Check that. It's Josh Kubala first to hit him, but then the play kind of continued, and the Rondé Gadsden was in the mix. The officials are conferring.
And I think Fran is saying that, hey, the whistle wasn't blown or they didn't hear it. I mean, that's a...
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team, 15-yard penalty, first down, Stanford.
No number given. Arande is right there with Coach Brown saying, what am I supposed to do? We're going to watch another replay here. Josh Cabal is first to get on him. Good pursuit by him to get on the field.
He's not down.
Number 19.
And so, but some of the Syracuse players reacted as if the play was over, and some did not. So that's really confusing whether there was a whistle or not. You're going to add 15. It was a 53-yard punt. Not much on the return. Now plus 15, and the next series here for Stanford is going to start at the 29-yard line. Good punt by Jack Stonehouse. His uncle Paul was a punter at Stanford, 89-92. They have a lot of punters in that family. First down, 10. Right hash mark. Ashton Daniels is the quarterback. Again, no Cedric Urban. The running back is the freshman Micah Ford. Snap back, throw near side right, and at the feet of Iomanner, incomplete. You think he's the go-to target? They've thrown at him now 4 times. He has the touchdown and a couple near misses.
Well, I mean, that's the thing right now is if Stanford is just going to dial in and they're going to throw to Iomanner, Ashton Daniels has to start to divert his eyes in order to pull the defense. If he just continues to throw strikes, somebody's going to have to jump in front of that and take it.
Second down, 10 for Stanford. 2 receivers to the wide side left, a tight end and a receiver to the boundary right. Roush is a good tight end. Snap is back. They offer the handoff to Ford. Hit by Anwar Sparrow. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ford to the 30, gains maybe a yard. Now third down and long coming. And let's look at the personnel grouping here, and let's see where Fadil Diggs lines up for the Cuse. The Orange have 5 DBs. They're imploring the crowd to help again.
Yeah, Barron substitutes in. Sparrow comes in, and you've got Diggs matched up against their left tackle, one-on-one on the backside.
Third down and 9. The line to gain is the 39. Stanford in the all-white uniforms with the new shiny red helmets.
Watch a game out of Syracuse right now.
Yeah, the Orange crowd the line of scrimmage. They send about 6. Throw to the far side. It's caught, and just enough for the first down by Moody Rubin. He was off balance and had just enough. He had to lunge out to get the ball, and that momentum took him to the first down marker at the 40 on the far side. Gain of 10 when they needed 9. Jaden Bellamy on the hit for the Orange, but not quite in time. First down, 10. Daniels in an empty set. 3 receivers to the near side. It's back. He pulls it down, wanted to call his own number, bottled up in the backfield, hit for a loss, but there's a penalty marker down, and there's 2 now. The first one came from the offensive backfield where you'd think holding, and the second came from the middle of the defense where you'd think face mask.
Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So that's all it is. Another penalty on Jake Layer, his second
Correction.
of the game.
The penalty is declined. It's second down.
No gain on the play. So,
well, we'll see how this plays out, right? Like we've been talking about all of the good calls that Fran has made throughout the course of the past 2 games. Declining this right now at 2nd and 11.
Yeah, you take your chances if first down went backwards anyway. So 2nd and 11. 3 receivers right. Daniels alone in the backfield. Confusion on the Stanford sideline. Now they back away. Head coach Troy Taylor is the offensive coordinator. Rolling right, Daniels one-on-one with Diggs, tracking him down. Daniels runs, turns the corner. Diggs rips him into the sideline. Very little gain on the play. Up the near side, just across the 40. Gained a yard, but no further. And Diggs has to be a quarterback's worst nightmare.
Well, you're taking a defensive end and you're looking at him and you're saying, oh, he's going to get out of the grasp. And then Fidel Diggs comes and makes just drops another gear and gets out and brings Daniels down for a 1-yard gain.
Late substitution here for the Orange as they send Rashard Perry in to be on the defensive tackle spot here. 3rd down, 10 at the 40 with a line to gain right at the midfield stripe. Empty set for Stanford. 3 receivers each way. Your loud alarm on your phone should be going off. Snap back to Daniels near his knees. The Orange send 3. Daniels quick release. No. Manor on the near side. Oh, he juggles and it's incomplete. Broken up by Clarence Lewis. Wow. Penalty marker down though, and it could be a late hit on the quarterback. That's no bueno after you had a 3rd down stop.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 94. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Kevin Jovity and the fans are letting you know.
Well, you look at what occurred. Yeah, okay, that's a penalty. But then you also see your defensive tackle running off the field and Rashad Perry. Your helmet just doesn't come off by itself most of the time, especially when the chin strap's still buckled. And he was putting his helmet back together after that play. So, Syracuse, when they go after him, they have to start to hit home.
1st down 10. Stanford continues this drive at the Syracuse 45 now. 2:17 on the clock in the first. Cardinal up 7-0. Handoff to another running back. Chris Davis puts his hand down, busts a tackle at the 40, leaning forward at the Syracuse 39, and the second wave of defense comes at the 38-yard line. So Stanford is playing without Cedric Irvin. His father was a stud at Michigan State, had 3 1,000-yard seasons and over 30 career rushing touchdowns. Cedric Irvin from Miami, where he was a very good high school player, not available apparently for the Cardinals. 2nd down, 3. Tight end to the right. Check that. That's just the tackle now. Tight end left. 2 receivers left. Iomanner to the right. It's back to Daniels. Again, pulls it out the 40 along the numbers. Has the 30 to the near side. There's a collision at the 25-yard line. Blocked out by the Orange bench there. Elijah Clark made that tackle. And the gain is good for a 1st down for Stanford to the Syracuse 23-yard line. 22 on the pickup 1st down.
And once again, Daniels is not necessarily truly play designed. Yes, they're trying to get him in the open field, but just the athleticism that Daniels has, he's going one-on-one against McDonald and just buries him.
1st down 10. Ford the single setback. Daniels a weapon in his own right. Takes the snap, running behind Ford to the right. Hit and dropped by Deuce Chestnut coming up the line of scrimmage. Obviously a designed quarterback run all along. And again, he is well put together. Daniels, a couple of state championships, as we mentioned, at Georgia. His father was a wide receiver for the Bulldogs.
Well, what you see right now, it seems as though the guy that's mimicking him and shadowing him on the opposite side of the ball is Deuce Chestnut. Deuce Chestnut, the last 2 plays, one, he sticks him right at the 24-yard line, does a great job of coming up on and popping him. This last one comes downhill with his hair on fire, stopping him for a 1-yard gain.
Call it 1 on the last play. 2nd down, 9. Daniels has the ball, back to throw, escapes Isaiah Hastings, throwing near side, has Ford out of the backfield, catch at the 5, spins off a man and into the end zone. A scramble for a Stanford touchdown, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense number 55.
It's coming back.
10-yard penalty. 2nd down. That is the end of the first quarter.
Last play of the first quarter. No touchdown. It is coming back. The Orange do have an injury in the end zone. It is defensive back Barry Buxton. So lots to sort out on this Friday Night Lights here at the JMA Wireless Dome. 15 minutes in, Stanford leads 7-0. The Orange are in trouble here if you're talking about going down 2 touchdowns. They have hardly trailed this season, let alone by 2 scores. Right now, Stanford has the lead. They're looking for more, but going back after that last offensive play. Lots to sort out. We'll come back with it when we return on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
From Buffalo to the Big Apple, you can find soybeans and sustainable products we all use every day, such as tires, paint, ink, cosmetics, crayons, cooking oil, and yes, even artificial turf. You can even find soybeans in the Statue of Liberty, where she uses soybean-based hydraulic fluid in the elevators to take tourists on an unforgettable journey from pedestal to crown. To learn more about what makes New York soybeans more than just a pretty field, visit www.nycornsoy.org.
Orange Nation, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can help you and your family enjoy perfect comfort inside your home all year long. As a premier Rheem Pro partner, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered from Rochester to Albany, Syracuse to Poughkeepsie, Binghamton to Plattsburgh, and everywhere in between. You can be confident that the experts at Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can handle all your needs. Call 1-866-720-2058 or visit HolbrookHeating.com. Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning offers its customers the latest and high-efficiency equipment and can service all their HVAC needs.
One quarter in the books at the JMA Wireless Dome. Right now, Syracuse trailing Stanford 7-0, and the Cardinals are on the move. Dave Pulaski back inside the Learfield Network studios. Let's give you an update around college football as well as Major League Baseball. Right now, one top 25 game taking place on this Friday night. The 400th consecutive sellout in Nebraska at Memorial Stadium. Right now, it's Illinois off to a 7-0 lead over the Cornhuskers, keeping that sea of red crowd quiet in the early going. 11:54 to go in the first quarter in that matchup. Meanwhile, some Major League Baseball news. Juan Soto scratched from the Yankees lineup today. He banged his knee in Seattle last night. They're opening a series in Oakland tonight as they try and move closer to the AL East Division title. Magic number is 6 for the Yankees. They're going up against Oakland, a 9:40 first pitch against the A's at the Coliseum. Meanwhile, Mets trail the Phillies 4-2 in the fourth inning in that matchup. Mets holding on to a 2-game lead over the Braves for the final wild card spot as we send it back to the Dome. Matt Park and Adam Terry. Guys?
All right, Jay, we appreciate the update there. Good job with that. 7-0 after 15 minutes here. And we're keeping an eye on Orange players that are parts of injury stoppages. Most recently here, Barry Buxton. Tim Leonard reports from the sideline as well that Mudia Rubin, who's a wide receiver, already has one catch in this game. Fran Brown singled him out, you remember, in the pregame. Hey, I really think this guy has got something. Rubin has gone to the locker room as well. So a couple of question marks throughout this game here as this one develops. This is real football now. You're into conference play. People are getting hurt. The chess match continues as you try to get your best group of 11 on the field. When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where they've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where family comes first. 15 minutes on the clock here to start the second. And Stanford, after throwing for an apparent touchdown to Micah Ford, has had it march back with a penalty, 10 yards to the 32, and that's where their first play of the second quarter begins. Second down, 20 at the 32. We'll get an update from Tim on the sideline here in a moment as well. Two receivers bunched into the Stanford sideline right. Single setback is Ford. The Orange have 4 at the line of scrimmage. Daniels takes, then fakes, looks to throw, guns far side. It's caught there, and a first down is gained as Clarence Lewis makes the tackle of Ismail Cece, knocking him out of bounds. Would have been back past the original first down marker, and not yet enough to gain a new set of downs for Stanford. Gain of 3. They needed 20. It is third down 7 at the 20-yard line.
Well, for Syracuse right now, a little bit of adversity. You're third and long right now. Somebody's got to hit home. Who's going to be that guy that really steps for Syracuse right now with a depleted secondary? So somebody on this defensive front has to make a play.
The safeties are Clark and Chestnut. Jaden Gould in the game as well. And the snap is back to Daniels. On third down 7, he's got time. On the ACC logo, he rolls into the Stanford bench. He throws, and at the last moment had to discard it as the Orange closed on him quickly with a throwaway into the bench area right. Anwar Sparrow provided the hit. Now 4th down and 7, and a field goal try coming as Stanford looks to extend a 7-0 lead. This one at the right hash mark will be a 38-yard try. Kenny on the young season is 4 for 4, replacing Josh Carley, who was a very good kicker the last couple of years for the Cardinals. Ashton Daniels may be limping as he heads to the sideline. Might be time for a change for them anyway, so we'll see Justin Lamson soon, maybe next possession. The kick is away for Kenny. It crosses the upright. It is through, and less than a minute into the second quarter, Stanford extends its lead. It is now 10-0 Cardinal. Let's go to the field, check in quickly with Tim Leonard, who's been trying to keep track of the comings and goings. And Tim, the injury news, not great. And again, that's what happens in football. So the orange depth is being tested. Yeah, just an update on Marcellus Barnes. He just came out of the locker room, and he is in street clothes, kind of slowly walked by me. So I think we can rule him out for the rest of the game. Buxton is still in uniform. He did not return, Byron Buxton, but I think signs point to him being all good, although he didn't get back in the game. So the defensive backfield is being tested right now, and it looks like Barnes is out for the game. Injury update brought to you by Krause Health, the exclusive healthcare provider of Syracuse Athletics. Last possession for Stanford goes 12 plays, 51 yards, 5:39 off the clock. Their 2 scoring drives alone have totaled now 9 minutes and 46 seconds. Feels like the Orange haven't had the ball much, just a couple of first downs for the Cuse in this game. 14 minutes to go in the opening half. 10-0 visitors. And we'll see if a kickoff return maybe gets things sparked at all. The kick is away, and Malachi James, 3 yards back, takes a knee on the S in Syracuse in the end zone to our left. Another helmet popping off at him as players are running down the field. This is Buxton, who had his helmet picked up by a teammate in Devin Grant. He gets it back, and as you say, they don't come off accidentally very often. But now the Cuse will start moving left to right here in the second quarter at their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver Justice Ross Simmons, the Colorado State transfer, is on the field for the first time this season. First down 10, and lone running back for the Orange is LaQuint Allen. 2 receivers left, Pena and Hatcher, and Ross Simmons is into the boundary right. Kyle McCord takes a high snap, puts it into the belly of Allen. That didn't fool Stanford at all, as he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. Veering right, he is dropped wide of the ACC logo by Zach Rowell, a junior from San Diego's Torrey Pines High.
Well, for Syracuse right now, they've got to solidify that interior. They go with the zone, and looky, Stanford's just splitting that front and able to make some pressure in the backfield.
Second down 12, 3 receivers left, including Aronde Gadsden. LaQuint sprints that way. It's back to McCord. He's hit as he throws. The ball is on the ground. Stanford dives there first. Beanbags fall, and it looks like the Orange linemen have covered it up. Left tackle Demetrius Witherspoon, the offensive lineman of the week in the ACC after the Georgia Tech game, covers it up back at the 14-yard line, but at best the Orange drop 9 yards. That is really the first disaster with McCord at quarterback.
Well, it's just struggling on the edge right now. Stanford getting good jumps on the outside, and Witherspoon doing a decent job of trying to run him around the pocket, but then runs him around the pocket and falls on really his own sack.
It's 3rd and 21. The Orange are down 10-0. A little more than 2 minutes into the second quarter, and the Cuse in trouble at the moment. In motion across the formation is Trevor Pena. McCord looks that way, claps and takes, looking left. Screen pass set up at the 10-yard line for LaQuint. Has a blocking into the middle at the 20. Up the numbers to the ACC logo and dropped on the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Again, needed to get to the 35, so it brings up 4th down, and not enough. The Orange are going to punt it away. Gain of 12 on that play.
Well, we played Ohio, and that defensive front wasn't very good. We came against Georgia Tech. They had only had 1 sack on the year. Right now, Stanford's defensive front is showing their wheels and kind of terrorizing these 2 tackles.
3 possessions, 3 punts for the Cuse. They're down 10-0. We've played 18 minutes. Snap back to Stonehouse, 3-man rush, and the kick is away. This one's a rocket, high in the air near the scoreboard. Backmeyer backs up to the 16, wide of the hash mark left, had a head of steam over the 20, and is dropped at the 23-yard line by the Oranges of, Tom Callahan down there first. And good coverage defensively by Syracuse on the longest punt of the game for Jack Stonehouse, 57 yards on the kick. So Stanford starts back at the 24, but the Cardinals have had no trouble moving the ball to this point. Time out of the field at 11:48 remaining in the second quarter. It's Stanford 10 and the Orange nothing. The Q's sputtering on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Attention Class A CDL truck drivers. Home daily sound good? Wadham's Enterprises is looking to hire in Syracuse, Auburn, and Canastota. Their 2 milk hauling divisions with terminals in Auburn and Canastota will have you home every day. Wadham's current drivers average $60,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on experience, and enjoy paid personal time off, great benefits, monthly driver bonus, and much more. Call recruiting at 800-334-1314 or visit Wadham's.com.
Heritage Hill Brewhouse in Pompey and now Heritage Hill North at Sweetheart Corner in North Syracuse are your official Buffalo Bills and sports watch party headquarters and home of the Fran Brown Show. They have all the games on multiple TVs. Heritage Hill also offers amazing event venues with iconic views and sunsets for an unforgettable event. Book your company holiday party on any day at either location with unbeatable prices. Make memories now at heritagehillbrewery.com. Fans with Q's football wins in the Dome. You win at Delta Sonic. Visit DeltaSonicCarWash.com/Q's wins. You win for a special discounted Super Kiss car wash. You can visit any Delta Sonic location to redeem it. Delta Sonic is proud to be the official car wash of Syracuse Athletics. So far, it has been a whitewash for the Orange in this game as they are trailing Stanford 10-0. Injuries mounting really for both teams, but especially for Syracuse, and now Stanford takes over again at its own 24 with a 10-0 lead. Maybe a quarterback switch right here, Adam. We know that they're going to get Justin Lamson into the game anyway, and you caught Ashton Daniels hobbling a little on his way off the field last time.
Yeah, he's very effective in the open space, but right now he's getting beat up on every possession, every time he goes down the field. So, yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we saw at least a spell to bring Justin Lamson in, the old Syracuse quarterback.
Orange personnel on the field here before this first down. Fadil Diggs with Dennis Jacquez, Kevin Jobity, and Mara Watson. Linebackers, basically, are Justin Barron and James Hurd. The safeties, Deuce Chestnut, Elijah Clark, and the corners are Devin Grant with Clarence Lewis and Jaden Bellamy. Total yardage in this game, Stanford 145, Syracuse 28. First down 10, Ashton Daniels is a quarterback for the Cardinal. Works off the left hash, takes the snap, play fake, and a roll out right. They throw underneath to the tight end Roush, and the Orange rally to get him on the ground for a loss back at the 21-yard line. Cinco blew him up.
Well, we haven't talked about him a lot. We had him in question at the beginning of the game, but he's coming downhill and made a difference on that. Otherwise, that's a big-time game going down the field for Stanford with that quick completion to Roush.
Loss of 3 back to the 21. Good play there by Elijah Clark. Right, first TFL for him this year. Now you've got him in a long situation here. Second down, 13. Iomanner into the boundary to the right. Ford, the running back. Daniels wants the ball. He's got it. Looks left. Locked in. Throws to your side. Intercepted by Grant. He telegraphed it all the way. Grant didn't miss it. And the Orange are set up in the red zone already.
Yep. And that's what we talked about earlier, Matt, was, and we looked at it. Iomanner, he was telegraphing exactly where he was going with him. And now they come back and delivers a strike to Syracuse.
Devin Grant with the pick, the Buffalo transfer. Led the MAC last year. 5 interceptions, tops in the Mid-American Conference. He's got the Orange set up here. They're down 10-0, but now taking care of business like our friends at Mooney Marketing Group. They'll help you manage your marketing while you focus on your business. Learn more at MooneyMarketingGroup.com. 11:03 on the clock, second quarter in the Dome. 10-0 Stanford, but the Orange have it back deep in Stanford territory. They scrimmage here off the plus 22. Snap and a fake. McCord out route, caught on the far side. Pena spins away from man at the 15 to the 13-yard line. It is dropped there. The Stanford tackle by Jay Green.
Here's the life that Syracuse needed. Big pick by Grant going in earlier. And now Syracuse pitching a catch from McCord. Hey, when you're getting high outside pressure, when you're throwing the football, you got to slow it down. You've got to be a little bit more deliberate with quick timing routes, and that's what they hit with that one. And the recipients was...
Official tripped, getting into position. He's okay.
Oh, we're good. Turf monster.
That's right. It'll happen to the best of them. Now first down 10 for the Orange at the Stanford 12-yard line. Two backs in the game. High snap McCord. Rolls to the right. Has Yasin in front of him. He spikes it at his feet. Willis was impeded a little bit coming out by Teba Tafidi, the linebacker coming up for Stanford. Kind of grabbed him around the chest in the backfield. And that play didn't go anywhere. McCord wasn't going to waste it. 2nd and 10.
Hey, great job. He's rolling out. He has levels. So he's got one. And it's going to Yasin. Not there. Put it in the dirt. Live to play another down.
Again, this is off a turnover. Second takeaway of the season of this manner. The interception by Devin Grant in the Stanford territory. 10-16 on the clock, second quarter. Orange down 10-0. Pena and Gill deployed to the right. McCord with Allen on his right, takes the snap, gives to LeQuint into the boundary left. Villari may have missed his block, and LeQuint is stopped inbounds on the far sideline by Stanford's Scotty Edwards. No gain on the play. Try it again from the 12. Third down.
Well, they had it dialed up. Basically what happens is backside pressure through the B gap. I mean, Syracuse right now, when I say this, they're leaving jersey color. So, like, when that running back is trying to run in the hole, he just keeps continuing to bounce it out in order to try to find some daylight.
Third down 10. Allen the single setback. McCord wants it. John Ray Reed sends it back. Throw near side right. Back foot throw in the end zone. Contact. It's incomplete. No flags. Trevor Pena was trying to come back and was held up. Could not really get off his man. And the Orange are going to settle for a short field goal here with 9:30 to go in the first half. It is 10-0 Stanford. We've got a left hash mark try in very manageable range for Brady Denenberg out of the hold of Jack Stonehouse. 30-yard attempt. Getting the Orange on the board for the first time is the goal. Tom Callahan, the snapper. Low snap. Hold is good from Stonehouse. Kick has plenty of strength. It's through. And the Orange are notched on the board. It's now 10-3. 9:26 to go in the first half. It's Stanford 10, Syracuse 3. Toyota drive summary on that one. Remember, the possession started at the plus 22. The Orange, in 4 plays, go just 11 yards, and again, in essence, went backward. Went nowhere in this possession. Very little, but do settle for the field goal. 30 yards by Brady Denenberg, his third out of 4 tries this year. Drive summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. We'll be back in just a moment with the Orange now on the scoreboard. 9:26 to go, second quarter. It's Stanford 10 on the Cuse 3. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
New York's most awarded 4-season resort is a proud sponsor of Syracuse University and honored to be the official resort of the Cuse Athletics Fund. Escape to our luxurious accommodations, championship golf courses, nationally acclaimed spas, and so much more. Whether you're a golf lover, enjoying headline entertainment, or savoring our innovative cuisine, you'll find more ways to play and more reasons to get away at Turning Stone, official resort of the Cuse Athletics Fund.
Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Only 20 minutes from Syracuse, Utica, and Rome. Hi, I'm Dan Scherz, General Manager of the Nye Automotive Group in Oneida. Proudly teaming up with the Syracuse Athletics for what looks to be an amazing season ahead. Nye Automotive Group has one of the best teams in Central New York when it comes to your car buying experience. We may not be able to throw that 70-yard touchdown pass, but we can certainly put you in the driver's seat of your next vehicle this season before the game. Stop in today or visit us at nyeauto.com. That's nyeauto.com. Don't just see why, come see why. It's gotta be Nye.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
.926 remaining in the opening half at the JMA Wireless Dome. The Orange on the board, but trailing 10-3. Stay tuned for our AmeriQ halftime report. Create your meaningful connection with AmeriQ Credit Union. AmeriQ has everything you need online, in person, and everywhere in between. Join today at AmeriQ.org. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect. AmeriQ is also the sponsor of the Fran Brown Show. We were up at Heritage Hill in Pompey on Wednesday. We'll be out there this coming Thursday previewing the sellout against Holy Cross next week. Great crowd up there, a lot of fun, and I hope to see you when you get a chance to come up. We give away tickets and have a good time talking Orange football. Well, Adam the Orange had the good fortune of the interception thrown away by Ashton Daniels. That is something he is prone to do. Devin Grant took advantage, and the Orange settled for 3.
Well, the 3 is meaningful. Right now it's a dogfight, and Syracuse is scrapping and clawing, just trying to stay in it. Grant does us a great favor, again a turnover, but you're going to have to take those 3. You want 7, but you're going to take those 3.
Kick is an easy touchback as it bounds through the end zone off the foot of Denenberg, who just converted a 30-yard field goal, and with 9:26 to go in the second, it is possession number 5 of the game for Stanford. They have a touchdown pass to Alec Iomanner, no surprise there, and a field goal of 38 yards by Emmett Kenny. First down 10 for the Cardinal at their own 25-yard line. Ashton Daniels again is the quarterback. The running back is Chris Davis Jr., freshman from Picayune, Mississippi. A couple of freshman running backs that have been in the game. First down 10 for the Cardinal. The crowd has been very loud in this game. 4-man rush for the Orange. Snap, and they give us to Davis. Shake and bake in the hole, and James Hurd wins it, grinding him to the turf for no gain.
Well, first time we mentioned James Hurd today, he comes up with a big play.
Good job, right? It had to make it. He's one-on-one there. If he gets by Hurd, that's a gain of probably at least 5.
Yeah, no, fantastic job. He's one-on-one. They have a convoy out in front of him. Our DBs are locked in by their wide receivers. Hurd does a great job of just getting on him, getting his shoelaces, and then holding for the cavalry.
Second down 10. Diggs, Hastings, Watson, all along the line of scrimmage. In fact, they move. Snap to Daniels, fake, and there's going to be flags because of it. So either movement over the line by the Orange or causing a move of Stanford.
Yeah, we're going to get it.
There was no contact, I don't believe.
Delay a game for movement uncommon to the game. Defense number 88. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
I'd love to know why it's called. It is common to the game, right? I mean, if you want to say disconcerting signals or illegally moving to force the movement of the offense, maybe that's what he's trying to convey there. It is common, right? They just shifted before the snap. I mean, I watched, remember the Titans, didn't they do it?
And they did a seat roll into it, too. Maybe we just go into the seat roll. Like you could jump up and down in front of that.
Was it Denzel Williams or the other guy that coached the defense? The other guy, I guess.
Washington.
Secondary, Denzel. Yeah, I don't know who Denzel Williams is. Handoff here to Ford, pushing at the right, and Devin Grant comes up on him to stop him for very little gain across the 30 to the 32. Boone, right? Was it Coach Boone? Was the coach? Yeah, it's Coach Boone's defense, and Denzel ran the veer. He was pretty proud of the veer. Third down and 3 for Stanford, leading this game 10-3. Approaching 8 minutes remaining in the second. Stanford is 2 for 4 on third down in the game. Late onto the field for the Orange is Kevin Jobity. Isaiah Hastings got to get out. They send him off the field. The time is allowed for the substitution. Play clock at 3, at 2, at 1. Stanford gets it off. Daniels looking left. Locked in left again. Throws. This time it's caught. Immediate tackle by the Orange's Barry Buxton. The reception by Ismail Sisi, sophomore from Denver's popular Cherry Creek High School, where they won a lot of games over the years. Advance up to the 37th, first down. Gain of 6. First down, 10. Midway point of the second quarter, it is 10-3 Stanford. Bachmeyer with a hair out the back of his red helmet deployed to the right. Ford the single setback. The tight end Roush to the left with 2 receivers into the tight side. Diggs a stand-up end on the right. Snap to Ashton Daniels. Play fake, looking downfield, scanning, pressure, hit, and drop. Guess who? This time it's Dennis Jaquez on the sack for the Cuse. Way back there. They'll spot him down at the 19. Check the 29-yard line is where the stop is made. Sack at a loss of 8. Another sack brought to you by Wegmans, teaming up with Syracuse football, donating to the United Way for every Orange defensive sack. Order pizza, subs, and more game day favorites on the Wegmans Meals to Go app for pickup or delivery. Second down and forever now.
Big time play by Jaquez. They double it. Micah Ford actually comes up to chip that. That's a big time play.
It was a loss of 10. On second down and a mile, the give to the running back Ford, exploding over the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Penalty marker in there late after the tackle by Cinco at the 24-yard. Let's try it again. 34-yard line. We can see they're closely marked. We just read them. 34-yard line. Penalty is against Stanford, presumably a hold. That was the initial indication.
Holding. Offense number 57. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Stanford has 4 penalties. If I'm not mistaken, they're all on the offensive line. One was declined. That won't show up in the stats, but 3 of the 5 starting offensive linemen have had a penalty called against them in this game. So this one goes back now to the 19-yard line with the hold. Now it's second down. The line to gain is the 47. So it is second and 28. Snap to Daniels. Throwing right along the line of scrimmage. Catch by Cece. Spins out of a first tackle, but no more there. The Orange able to rally to the football. This one stopped back a yard at the 18-yard line. Stanford going the wrong way. And on third down, nearly 30 yards to go for a first.
Light switch
here, the 17.
Yeah, light switch is turned on for Syracuse right now. They've got to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. Keep a spy there with Justin Barron.
5.5 minutes left in the half. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Stanford running. The give is to Ford, bouncing off of people up to the 25 and ridden down by Elijah Clark, again coming up in run support from the safety position. The Orange scored in the last possession. They forced a punt here. It is Stanford's second of the game, and a good opportunity here to get a quality field position. Should have a great drive start. Trevor Pena is back inside his own 35.
Let's be aware right now. There could be some trickery coming.
Well, on fourth and forever, you wouldn't expect that. High spiraling kick. Pena, fair catch signal, made at the 29-yard line to our left. 49-yard punt by Aiden Flintoft from the mean streets of Pacific Palisades, California. Timeout on the field, 4:51 to play in the second. Stanford 10 and the Orange 3. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
JMA is redefining wireless connectivity and delivering new possibilities in the JMA Dome. Imagine 5 bars on every device and player stats in your pocket. Imagine unlimited connectivity with Super Bowl speeds for every fan in every seat. Imagine the most connected stadium in college sports and a whole new way to experience athletics. Imagine no more. 5G coverage is now available in the JMA Dome and changing the game for Syracuse Orange.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, Let's go places.
Looking for a local getaway? Tailwater Lodge, set on the banks of the world-renowned Salmon River and part of Tapestry Collection by Hilton, has you covered. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at our restaurant. Enjoy live music at our River Birch Bar. Indulge in nature-inspired treatments at our lodge spa. And take advantage of our many outdoor activities, including some of the best fishing in the country. Book your quick overnight stay, rejuvenating weekend escape, or extended vacation today at tailwaterlodge.com.
Friends, today's broadcast is fueled by Citgo. Top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 4:51 to go, second quarter. Both teams with 3 timeouts as we return to the Dome with Stanford leading 10-3. Along with Adam Terry, Paulie Sibilia, John Burns, Jacob Kay here in the booth, Tim Leonard down on the sideline. I'm Matt Park. Great to have you with us. Great way to start the weekend here as the Orange and Stanford are in a good one, and lots to keep track of, Adam. Both teams right now are dealing with injuries and changes, and the momentum has turned in favor of the Orange, largely because of what the defense has done.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle of attrition throughout this whole game, and for Syracuse right now, defense has kept them in the game. Now let's go out there, let's put something together offensively. Wind down, grind down the clock, take it into halftime. This is this middle 8 we talk about all the time, right? Like, you have an opportunity right now to go down the field, put some points back up. You get the ball in the second half. Huge, critical moment for Syracuse.
First down and 10 for the Orange off their own 30 after the punt and fair catch by Trevor Pena. Explosive players on the field for the Orange include Pena, who's the slot man to the right. Hiking up his pants is Kyle McCord. Now he claps his hands. He faked the clap, and there's a penalty marker on the turf.
Savion.
Maybe a false start against the Cuse.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
Indeed, that is the Colorado transfer right tackle, Savion Washington, back 5 to the 25.
Well, good recognition by Washington. You've got a guy coming in off of the slot, understands what's going on, just gets a little bit trigger happy when that occurs. Tafiti coming in from the slot. That's your guy. Just hold your water.
The Orange have run half the plays that Stanford has in this game. First down 15 at the 25. McCord now claps, takes a high snap. Back to throw. Fires, it's over the middle. He's got his man Pena in Stanford territory. A sliding catch made at the 45. They'll mark him a little further at the 43-yard line. First down, Cuse. Good for 33 on the play to the Stanford 43-yard line. High snap, McCourt, give underneath to Yasin Willis. Burst through the line. That one had some promise and some magic as he takes it to the 36-yard line. We're looking for Yasin to bust one. Struggled on goal line against Ohio, but he is very capable. He is a freshman from Newark and thick, 6'1", 230 pounds.
Well, 4-star kid coming in, committed to Pittsburgh, but he's a bruiser.
Second and short at the Stanford 35. Orange down 7. Give to Yasin again. Hammers at right guard. Gets to the 34. Picking up 2. Third down short. The line to gain is the 33. Orange sent Dan Villari into the game here. Ball rests on the 35. Third down 2, let's call it. Maybe a short 2. The guards are Jacob Bradford and Mark Petrie. The center, Gianray Reed. Single setback, LaQuint Allen. Snap to McCord. Looking left. Pressured as Mang got beaten, and the tackle is made by Tafiti. That's a sack of Kyle McCord when you couldn't afford it. Back out of field goal range to the 44. 3:12 on a running clock in the second. Now it's 4th and forever, and you may as well stay on. 4th and let's call it 10 and change. No, they will punt. That is a poorly timed sack. Not that there's really ever a good time for one.
Yeah, we're rolling
Loss
it.
of 10.
Syracuse is going to roll into it. Max Bang, that's an easy reach for him, and then we bring back Weatherspoon, hop in on top of that, but wow.
First sack of the year for Tafiti.
Just a breakdown.
On 4th down, Stonehouse to pop it up. Sends it in the air, end over end. Bachmeier gets out of there. The ball hits right on the goal line and bounds through into the paint. So that's a touchback. That's a real bummer for the Orange, who had decent field position. Advanced into, let's call it, long field goal range, or the point where if you could just continue to gain, you're thinking about points, and come up empty. And now Stanford takes over with 3 timeouts at its own 20-yard line, 2:35 to play in the second. Cardinal leading the Orange 10-3. The Orange off a 2-0 start. Have trailed very briefly. They're down 6-0 against Ohio. Took the lead and didn't give it back. Never trailed against Georgia Tech. And in all likelihood, barring a really unforeseen special turnaround here, they will be trailing at halftime for the first time this year. First down 10 for Stanford. Ashton Daniels has been quarterback throughout. He takes the snap. He gives to Chris Davis, the freshman. Good block. Davis has a hole over the 30. Angled left 40 to the near side midfield. Down the left sideline, tracked by several blue jerseys. And it's Deuce Chestnut to dive and trip him up. Chestnut's slow to get up on the play, and they mark Davis down at the Syracuse 33-yard line. A 47-yard run, the longest of the short career of freshman Chris Davis. Timeout on the field for a moment. Television is not broken away yet, but Fran Brown and the training staff is just starting to take a look at Deuce Chestnut, who was on his knees after making that tackle. Davis did have a 32-yard run prior to coming into the dome here. This one, 47.
I think it was a misread by our defensive end, Dennis Jaquez, and then it's a foot race. Deuce Chestnut is trying to get on Davis, sweeps at his feet, and then he delivers that shoulder right into the turf. So hopefully Deuce Chestnut is okay.
Orange football is brought to you in part by Turning Stone. So much more than creative cuisine. Turning Stone is the official resort of the Cuse Athletics Fund. I'm not trying to make light of it, and as Deuce has just now helped to his feet, injuries are one thing, and it's going to happen in football. Injuries to the same position group regularly.
It's catastrophic.
Yeah.
Right?
We talked about Clark's a question mark. He's played. Marcellus Barnes is out for the rest of the game. Deuce Chestnut out for the moment. You just can't go too far when you're playing 5 of them. You can't have them dropping like flies. First down at the plus 33 here for Stanford as play resumes after a Krause health injury update. One last play before the 2-minute timeout. Run to the right side. Davis planted the ball, comes free. The Orange cover it up. They may have taken it here, but they're going to mark him down. Ball carrier Davis is down at the Syracuse 29-yard line. He turned the corner. The ball popped out late, and the officials will sort it out, but it appears to be Stanford football. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout while they figure that out. 10-3 Stanford. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining in this half. We'll see if the Orange get another crack at it offensively when we come back. 10-3 Stanford. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Game on, Syracuse! Heritage Hill Brewhouse in Pompey and now in North Syracuse are your official Buffalo Bills watch party headquarters and home of the weekly Fran Brown Coaches Show. Book our game day party package on large brewhouse tables for all SU and Bills games on multiple TVs. Try our brand new Buffalo Dills wings, beef on wax sliders, and Loganberry cocktail for all Bills games. And our Taken Back Jersey Burger, Warrior Wings, and Excuse Juice cocktails during all SU games and Fran Brown Coaches Show every Thursday. Game on!
Matt was 57 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. He'd seen his doctor every year. Why wasn't it caught sooner? Matt and his wife called the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts discovered Matt's doctors failed to order simple screening tests that would have diagnosed his cancer a year earlier when he could have been cured. Matt's case settled before trial for $3.2 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE.
Adam, if I told you about Evan Williams Bourbon, it is now the official bourbon of Syracuse Athletics.
Nice.
Make Evan Williams Bourbon part of your game day traditions, tailgates, parties, and, of course, game-winning celebrations. Friday, great way to get the weekend started. Coming off of work, pop open some Evan Williams and enjoy responsibly. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Orange. Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol by volume, 21 and up. Think wisely, drink wisely. 2 minutes to go, first half. Stanford just recovered its own fumble and faces second and medium at the Syracuse 29. And I think you got to be concerned from an Orange perspective here, Adam. Down 10-3 in this game. Not a lot going offensively, despite what the defense is doing, and Stanford's knocking on the door again.
Well, it's one of these where rough go, right? You're depleted in the secondary. Offensively, you haven't been able to move the ball. Something's got to go in your favor in order to get this thing turned around.
The latest injury for the Orange to Darian Deuce Chestnut. 2 minutes to go in the second. Krause Health injury update as we wait to see what is next with him and if and when he is eligible to come back on the field. They're replaying that last play up on the video board, not a review by the officials in this situation, as Chris Davis was ruled down, and that is that.
All right, second down here. You've just got to be able to contain Daniels. I mean, he's elusive, and when he gets out in space, so who's going to be the guy that's going to mirror him? You know, I don't think Anwar Sparrow out there can match up with him. McDonald, I don't know if he can match up with him. Earlier we saw Deuce Chestnut from the safety position was the guy.
Second down for Stanford at the 29. They had a motion man with the wide receiver Cece, but the official
The previous play is under further review.
You had plenty of time to review it, but while you're going to step aside and do that, we will remind you that an official review is always brought to you by Barbasol. It's a close shave official review. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. You can start your day off right with Barbasol. What, Adam, is the 2-minute timeout that we're not calling a warning, a 2-minute timeout for, if during that timeout we didn't spend any time looking at the would-be fumble, and now we're going to look at it some more? But the indication that we see is that the ball came out only after Chris Davis was out. They've been showing enough replays. The fans would go bonkers here if they saw any reason to be excited about it. The hit was by Cinco, who, and maybe after a little slow start in this game, has played well.
Yeah, that ball, it looks as though it's, confirmed.
So they've confirmed that the runner was down. Davis had the long run, 47 yards to get Stanford into this position. 2 minutes to go, first half, 10-3 Cardinal. Alec Iomanner, the only TD reception of the game, only TD of any kind for either team here so far. 17-yard, one-handed reel in for his highlight reel. So back to action here. Second down, 7 for Stanford at the Syracuse 29-yard line. Iomanner's into the short side, the Stanford bench side to the right. Snap and a fake by Davis. Got a block from Cedric Urban, who hasn't played much, up the right side and then knocked out of bounds. Late penalty marker in. Tackles by Clarence Lewis. This one could come back, though. Officials getting together. They have been active.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
They got 3 penalties, one declined on one Jack Layer, senior from Dallas, another very good high school program, Highland Park. That's where SMU is. And back it comes to the 39.
Well, back it comes, but Syracuse hasn't figured that out yet. So basically what they're doing is it looks as though it's going to be a power play, but they're allowing a non-handoff. That running back is now a lead blocker for Daniels.
On second down, delayed handoff to Davis, sprinting ahead, gets to the 35 and is ridden down by Kevin Jobity at the 34-yard line.
Charge timeout.
Still 10 yards to go.
Syracuse,
taken by
their
Coach
first of the half.
With 1:49 remaining in the second quarter. This is similar to the strategy he used in the Ohio game, taking timeouts here to save time for when the Orange go back on offense. Third down and 10 coming up for Stanford. And coming up for us is a 10-second pause for station ID. You're listening to Orange Football. Stanford has converted on 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 10 already in this game. They face 3rd and 10 now at the Syracuse 33. But they're also getting the field goal unit warmed up on the sideline, looking to add to their 7-point lead. 10-3. Stanford in front with 1:49 to play in this opening half. 2 timeouts for the Cuse and 3 for the Cardinals. Quarterback Ashton Daniels, CC out to the right. Daniels takes, looks right, gives ground, back to the 45, pursued by Jobity, throws it high in the air, it's lofted up, it's along the sideline, and incomplete. OB, Anwar Sparrow on the coverage. That was just a lollipop thrown up in the air. From a Stanford perspective, the best part of that play was the time it took off the clock, because it took a minute for it to come down. Now 4th and 10 and a long field goal try. 51-yard attempt coming from the right hash. Would be the longest of the career of Emmett Kenny. He has hit from 45 on the young season so far. He has a 38-yard field goal in this game. Right hash mark attempt. Connor Wieselman is the holder. Snap is back. Hold is down. The kick is on its way. It's a line drive. It's got enough, and it is in the net. A 51-yard field goal by Emmett Kenny. And Stanford extends the lead back to 10. It's 13-3. 13-3 Stanford, 1:35 to go in the half. Kenny is hit 2.
Well, we came into the game, we were talking about how Kyle McCord could throw it all over the field. We thought that LaQuinn Allen would have a big game, and Syracuse hasn't done much of anything offensively, and they've been dialed in. We knew coming into this game it was a top 10 run defense, but what we found out as well is that they can rush the passer. So Syracuse has to go back in, make sure that they understand where number 23 David Bailey is, and get dialed in right now in order to try to swing this momentum back in their favor and get a touchdown.
I was going to say, this half is not over. When you say back in, you mean back into offense, not back into
right
the locker
back,
room.
Yeah. Get ourselves back in the game.
Remember, the Orange will receive the second half kickoff, so you talk middle 8. Now you've got 1:35 to go before halftime. Can you score, get it back, and score again? The Orange currently trail 13-3. Kick is on its way, right to left, line drive, plenty of distance, and into the end zone for a touchback. No time off the clock. So 1:35 to go in this second quarter. Back to the 25-yard line we go. How about Aranda? He has not been a big factor yet in this game. Orange don't have a lot going on offensively, period.
Well, we can think about that getting down the field. Offensively, we might have to keep somebody in and chip. 23 right now, David Bailey's been bouncing back and forth on each side of that offensive line and giving our 2 tackles a headache.
He's now to the quarterback's right. Kyle McCord looks over that defense, 2 receivers each way. LaQuinn Allen to the field right. Reed sends it back. McCord scans, 4-man rush. He's hit and dropped again. It's another Stanford sack back at the 16. Have to call timeout here to preserve some clock, or do they? Orange might pack it in. 1:25.
The runner was down prior to the ball becoming loose. Second down.
When you go backwards on first down, it doesn't leave for a lot of promise for what's left in the half. Clock is running at 1:15 remaining.
Well, Syracuse, you've got 2 guys coming off the edge. You've got Ibar and Bailey. They're beating our tackles right now. You tried to deploy some chip help, but LaQuinn Allen's got to do it.
On second down, rolling right, McCord throws over the middle. It is caught this time by Pena over the 30 at the 33-yard line, and he's twisted down there. Gain of 16 on the play. Third down, and 2 to come. Gill left with Gadsden and Pena. Hatcher into the boundary right. McCord draws, looking to the right, into the boundary. He rolls right. 3rd and short, puts it over the middle. It's caught by Hatcher. Nobody in front. Down the numbers 30, 20, 10, going all the way. That's a touchdown. Kyle McCord to Umari Hatcher, 67 yards. And you're back in the ball game. Hatcher just busted 1 tackle and had nobody else after that.
Protection was there. Syracuse gets into a situation where Hatcher's on Manley. Manley falls down, right? He's on the turf. Hatcher goes and puts up 6. Now the ability to go up and put the PAT through.
With 28 seconds left. We'll go back to the clock strategy here in a second. PAT operation clean, kick good, and it is now 13-10. So what happens is they call timeout to have as much time as possible after the Stanford possession. Then you're thinking you went backwards on first down. It's just kind of play it out. The next play is going to tell you what to do. If you get any sort of progress, now, okay, maybe you're back into clock conservation mode, and after one more play, then they score the one after that because they had flipped the field back in their favor here, of course, with the busted tackle. Umari Hatcher goes the distance from 67 yards out. First touchdown of the season for Hatcher after a team-leading 3 touchdown catches a year ago. Toyota drive summary, 3 plays, 75 yards, 3 for 75, and just 1:07 off the clock. In fact, Stanford is left now with some 20 seconds. There are 28 seconds remaining in the half. Drive summary, as always, is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. 13-10. That makes you feel a whole lot better at the half.
Well, going into half now, everybody's on their feet. Everybody's awake. It looks like going in, you got 28 seconds left, right? Drill this ball deep.
Stanford does have 3 timeouts, so if they make any yardage here, the clock might not be that big an issue. Can we harken back quickly to the other night? Have you seen anybody carve up a defense in crunch time like Kirk Cousins did for the Falcons against the Eagles the other night? Just boom, boom, boom on Monday night, made it look like not even practice. He went right down the field, and hopefully the Orange don't emulate the defense of Fran Brown's favorite NFL team.
The luxury is I don't think that's Daniel's game. Daniel's game is we have to pin him in. So once you start to rush high, right, you get to the quarterback level, you have to start to retrace. This is all quarterback scramble drill on the secondary. There has to be a motor on all front 4 guys getting after the quarterback right now.
Deuce Chestnut back in the defense for the Orange. He is the deepest out there at the 40-yard line as they scrimmage off the 25. Snap to Daniels, draw play, run by Davis, hit again by Elijah Clark. Davis gets the better of it this time, pushing Clark and company over the 30 to the 33-yard line, gaining 8 on the play.
Charge timeout.
By Stanford. 17 seconds left in the half. They have 2 remaining. So Stanford will look to see if they can pick up a first down here on second and a chunky 1 yard. Good to see Elijah Clark's been in there most of the game. Deuce Chestnut coming back after seeking the attention of the training staff here recently. So want to have your best players healthy and available, and the Orange are looking to get that back here. Second down and not quite 2 for Stanford they put time on the clock, 21 seconds left in the half.
Well, I mean, for Syracuse right now, you let your best hype guy get out there. Nick Williams is standing right on the hash. He's getting his guys ready. He's probably one of the best hype guys in the business. We took him from Colorado. He was a Deion Sanders guy that could go out and recruit. Elijah Robinson lures him into Syracuse, and he just had everybody going. So big play right now, 2nd and 2 for Syracuse.
Second down, and it's looking more like 2 as they stretch out the chains over there. Daniels play action, back to throw, has all day. Sets up at the 21, rolls right. Jack Wes the closest. Got to move through the 25, up the right side 30, and out of bounds untouched, shy of the 40-yard line. They spot him out of bounds at the 39. So Daniels gets 6 on the tote. 12 seconds remaining in the half. The most important thing there is the clock stopped. They don't really have the great throwing arm if you're thinking about Hail Mary and all that. They're not yet in that range. 13-10 Stanford. Alec Iomanner and Umari Hatcher have the team's respective touchdowns. First down and 10 for the Cardinal at their own 39. Moving right to left in all-white uniform. Snap back to Daniels. Play is blown dead at the start. Timeout Syracuse with 12 seconds remaining in the second quarter. First down, 10 upcoming with 12 seconds remaining. No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM ACC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the postseason. They've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/ACC Radio 2024. stat man John Burns pointing out something that we had discussed pregame. Adam, I don't recall another team when they hand us the travel roster, 5 quarterbacks, 5 on a cross-country trip. Probably not completely unheard of. That's a lot of quarterbacks. But when you know you're going to play 2, we haven't seen Justin Lamson yet. You figure they're going to play 2.
So who was that? Stanford gave us the travel roster?
Yeah, it happens from time to time. First down, 10. Scrimmaging at the 39. CC in motion around to the right. Play fake, Daniels on an RPO. Time to throw, dumps it down, CC right sideline. Shown the sideline by Justin Barron. That play took a lot of time. 6th catch for CC in the game. He's out of bounds shy of the line to gain with 5 seconds to go in the half. Mark him out at the 44, gaining 5 yards. 2nd down, 5. 13-10 Orange. Syracuse will receive the second half kickoff. Adam and Tim and Dave and the whole crew have you covered at halftime here on our AmeriQ halftime report coming up. 2nd down, 5 for the Cardinals, but they're thinking more than that. 5 seconds to go in the half. Swing pass along to the near side. Iomanner breaks the tackle up along the numbers to the 50-yard line. Brought down there. Good for the first down, but that is it on a gain of 6. It is the final play of the half. So the Orange, after that late touchdown, really kind of swung things. They go into the break down only 3. And Adam, I think everybody feels a whole lot better about what we're seeing here at the moment after Syracuse, in essence, wins the second quarter 10-6.
Well, down by 3. This is a very manageable feat to come back from. Well, Stanford was still on the field. The official had to. Okay, here we go.
Now we say it's over. Let's go down to Tim with Coach Brown, our coach's consultation. Connors and Ferris.
Coach, your thoughts on the first half there?
Say it again.
Your thoughts on the first half.
Play our brand of football. We got to get better.
What do you need to see from the offense?
All right, now we just got to give Kyle some time. We'll be fine.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back up to you, Matt.
That's our consultation with Coach Brown, brought to you by Connors and Ferris, as always. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. 30 minutes down, 30 to go. 13-10, Stanford has the lead as the Orange look to rebound in this one to get to 3-0. It would be just their second 2-0 start in ACC history. This is Stanford's first ever ACC game. Much more to come as we roll along from the Dome. Time now for our AmeriQ halftime report. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Wherever things are getting done and made better, you'll find Milton Cat, the exclusive dealer for Caterpillar machines and power systems in the Northeast, and a proud sports partner, the team behind your team and your school. Milton Cat is also the team ready for any challenge. Our customers rely on us for equipment, expertise, parts, and service. We're also the team ready for you, with new challenges and exciting career opportunities. Milton Cat, always ready.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Barbasol delivers a thick lather and a close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town, with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now, when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats to your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis campus how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Minutes are in the books. Welcome to AmeriQ at the Half. Create your meaningful connection with AmeriQ Credit Union. AmeriQ has everything you need online, in person, and everywhere in between. Join us today at AmeriQ.org. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect.
Halftime at the Dome in Central New York. Right now, Syracuse trailing Stanford 13-10 at the break. Dave Pulaski back inside the Learfield Network studios. Let's get you caught up on the ACC Top 25 and baseball scoreboard going on this Friday. Of course, no other ACC games taking place today. We'll have 11 other games coming up this weekend, including North Carolina and James Madison. The Tar Heels trying to go 4-0 for a second consecutive year. Meanwhile, number 21 Clemson hosting NC State in the Textile Bowl. 92nd all-time meeting between the Tigers and the Wolfpack. Wolfpack have not beaten Clemson in Death Valley since 2002, losing 9 in a row against the Tigers in Death Valley. Meanwhile, Virginia visits Coastal Carolina, first ever meeting between those schools. Number 19 Louisville tangling with Georgia Tech, and the Cardinals, they've been throttling their opponents so far this season, 49-14 over Jacksonville State 2 weeks ago, but head coach Jeff Brom says they have to worry about the Yellow Jackets' run game.
Well, they have a veteran quarterback, starts there, very efficient in what he does, and he can run the football, so that gives you a lot of options, and they utilize those with a lot of misdirection. They run the ball downhill as well, and they display the head coach's personality, being physical at the point of attack and running the ball at you, making you defend that as well with some play action off of us. They do a good job of controlling the football and getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly and being efficient with that.
Georgia Tech loves playing nationally ranked ACC opponents under Brent Key. They're 5-0 during his tenure, including 1-0 this year with that season-opening victory over Florida State, then number 10 in the country in Ireland. Meanwhile, Virginia Tech is hosting Rutgers. Pitt will tangle with Youngstown State. Duke heads to Middle Tennessee to go up against the Blue Raiders. SMU and TCU in the battle for the Iron Skillet, the 103rd all-time meeting between the Mustangs and the Horned Frogs. Number 8 Miami will travel to South Florida to take on the Bulls. Hurricanes put up 750 total yards against Ball State last week in a 62-0 thrashing. That set a program record in that department. Meanwhile, Cal and Florida State will go at it. First ever meeting between the Golden Bears and the Seminoles. Two teams going in opposite directions. Golden Bears 3-0, Florida State 0-3. Head coach Mike Norvell says players need to step up.
That's something that we need. Best players to go be best players. Guys that have high ability and high potential need to go live up to it. It's challenging when you don't have success or it's not going how you want it to go, whether it's starting to try to do too much, starting to get tight in those moments. You're not playing fast and free. And so we've got to get ourselves through that and really have a lot of confidence in the guys and what they can do. And so I'm believing that is ahead, and we're going to continue to work hard every day to make sure that shows up.
Florida State hosting a school from California for the second time ever. They beat 18th ranked USC 30-10 in 1998. Boston College and Michigan State round out the ACC schedule in the red bandana game from Alumni Stadium in Chestnut Hill, BC. A narrow 27-21 loss at number 6 Missouri last week. In the top 25 tonight, number 24 Illinois and number 22 Nebraska tied at 10, 7:57 to go in the second quarter in Lincoln. On the Major League Baseball diamond, Phillies are pounding the Mets 10-2 in the sixth inning at Citi Field. Yankees and A's will go at it from Oakland at 9:40. Yankees with Juan Soto getting scratched from the lineup. He banged his knee against the fence in Seattle last night. They're holding him out for precautionary reasons. Yankees with a magic number of 6 to clinch the AL East division. They've already locked up a playoff spot. After this timeout, we'll send it back to the Dome as we'll continue our halftime coverage. Syracuse trailing Stanford 13-10 on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At AmeriQ, we know sometimes it's not about the destination and that the best connections are made along the way, because we're all about real connections, online, in person, and everywhere in between. Connect with the real person online when you need us, and easy mobile access to your accounts when you don't. Stay connected with AmeriQ wherever your life takes you. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect. Visit AmeriQ.org/access today.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Drive into summer with a Honda CR-V and Accord. Your fun-to-drive, weekend getaway vehicles. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So hurry in to the Honda Summer event.
Brought to you by your local upstate Honda dealers, proud partner of Syracuse Athletics.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Hatcher into the boundary right. McCord draws, looking to the right, into the boundary. He rolls right. Third and short, puts it over the middle. It's caught by Hatcher. Nobody in front. Down the numbers 30, 20, 10, going all the way. That's a touchdown. Kyle McCord to Umari Hatcher. 67 yards. And you're back in the ball game.
One of the few highlights from the first half for Syracuse, but a big play right before the end of halftime. The Orange cut it to a 3-point game. Stanford kind of surprisingly in front, 13-10 is our score. Back at the JMA Wireless Dome, and here on our AmeriQ halftime report, Tim Leonard and Adam Terry. And at least they got that play at the end there, Adam. It really changes things. 13-3 with nothing really clicking for the offense is one thing, but now you look at the stats, they're not pretty, but the scoreboard's the biggest thing, and Syracuse is only down 3 after a rough first half.
Yeah, I mean, it was a rough first half. Nothing really was going on time for offense, right? Like, you've got to stay down in distance. You have to stay manageable. And right now, we're facing some adversity. And for Syracuse, the good thing about Syracuse right now, it's probably the worst we've seen them play offensively, and they're taking some body blows from Stanford's defense. So if you're able to sustain that, put something together, you're in a pretty good spot. Down by 3, you get the ball back, turn this game around.
Kyle McCord, 8 for 13 in the first half. That touchdown to Hatcher went for 67 yards as the defender slipped right as Hatcher kind of broke out of his route there. So a big play for Syracuse of 67 yards. Outside of that, not much to speak of on offense. McCord has tossed for 158 total yards. He's been sacked 4 times. The Orange allowed 2 sacks in their first 2 games. I'm sure the offensive line would like to have a couple of the plays back, but I think Stanford's got a solid pass rush. That was the thing that Fran Brown said as he was leaving the field. We got to give Kyle some more time. What do you make of how the offensive line has looked and how the Stanford pass rush has looked?
Well, right now you're getting beat around the edges, so you have to do one of 2 things. You either have to move the pocket, and we saw some success by Kyle McCord rolling and getting out there, but also, too, if you're going to sit up and you're going to dial it up, you've got to put some protection in there, and that's really just chip help. We had it earlier. LaQuinn Allen could have put David Bailey on his butt, and we would have been able to throw the ball, but we haven't had a lot of experience with that right now. So we've seen a lot of success. Now we're facing some adversity. That's what halftime's for. You go in, you get it dialed back in, and you get ready to roll. Is anybody different on the field? No, not really. They've just got to play better branded of football. And as Fran said, this is not the brand of football that we're accustomed to.
Stanford felt like they played about as good of a half as they could. Syracuse did not play nearly as good of a half as they have to this point in the season. By far the worst they've looked, but it's still just a 3-point game at halftime. The Cardinal leading the Orange 13-10 in the first ever ACC game for Stanford. One glaring stat is the rush yards for the Cuse, negative 13 rush yards. Some of that, keep in mind, the sack yardage does not help. Those count in college football, but LaQuinn Allen held in check 4 attempts for 6 net yards, and Yasin Willis has carried it twice for 8 total yards. So the running game kind of non-existent from the Cuse. They trail by 3 at the half. They will get the ball to start the second half. We'll continue to react to the first half on our AmeriQ Halftime Report as we return on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Orange Nation, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can help you and your family enjoy perfect comfort inside your home all year long. As a premier Rheem Pro partner, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered from Rochester to Albany, Syracuse to Poughkeepsie, Binghamton to Plattsburgh, and everywhere in between. You can be confident that the experts at Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can handle all your needs. Call 1-866-720-2058 or visit HolbrookHeating.com. Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning offers its customers the latest and high-efficiency equipment that can service all their HVAC needs.
Wherever things are getting done and made better, you'll find Milton Cat, the exclusive dealer for Caterpillar machines and power systems in the Northeast, and a proud sports partner, the team behind your team and your school. Milton Cat is also the team ready for any challenge. Our customers rely on us for equipment, expertise, parts, and service. We're also the team ready for you, with new challenges and exciting career opportunities. Milton Cat, always ready.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Heritage Hill Brewhouse in Pompey, and now Heritage Hill North at Sweetheart Corner in North Syracuse are your official Buffalo Bills and sports watch party headquarters and home of the Fran Brown Show. They have all the games on multiple TVs. Heritage Hill also offers amazing event venues with iconic views and sunsets for an unforgettable event. Book your company holiday party on any day at either location with unbeatable prices. Make memories now at heritagehillbrewery.com.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's majestic golden eagles and other less majestic birds taunting you through the baseball-sized hole in your new windows. It's soaring guitar solos performed through faulty wiring in your garage, which subsequently erupts into flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
(13-10) is our score at halftime. AmeriQ Halftime Report. Tim Leonard and Adam Terry. It's Stanford on top of Syracuse. The Cardinal had 14 first downs compared to just 5 for the Cuse in that first half. Time of possession, a big stat that we always like to look at halftime. Stanford did dominate for the most part, 18 minutes of time of possession. The Orange had 11 minutes and 19 seconds. They did get a big interception from Devin Grant that set up a red zone field goal. That was the only turnover of the first half. There was a strip sack on Kyle McCord that was recovered by Demetrius Weatherspoon and Syracuse. So, Adam, how do you feel after a first half like that? Syracuse obviously did not play well, but as we keep saying, it's only a 3-point game, and you get the ball to start the second half here.
Well, there's no moral victory there, right? It's you're in a situation where now you got to put something together. So you fan the flame a little bit. You've had some success throwing the deep ball, but you're in a spot right now where you can go out and win a game, and that's all you can ask for. Realistically, Stanford could have put up more points. Defense comes through a couple times for you, but offensively, we just got to get something going. And what is that, right? Like, they're very stout in the run game. We have to stretch them horizontally with some of these extended handoffs to LaQuinn Allen, get them in space, and then start to take advantage of that as they start to come up and hit them vertically.
And Aronde Gaston, a guy that you'd like to get going, 2 catches for 12 yards in the first half for Syracuse. Not a ton offensively, 158 passing yards, negative 13 rushing yards in the first half. Reminder that the Orange are playing without Zeed Haynes for this game at wide receiver. Will Nixon is out of the game, a backup running back option, and Marcellus Barnes did leave the game and did not return. A final in the Syracuse men's soccer game, they tied Louisville 1-1, so a good result on the road for the SU men's soccer team, a young team that is starting to play some better soccer of late. What's your kind of biggest key here, Adam, as we look towards the second half?
And hands down, pass protection.
Yeah.
Right? How are you going to do that? The easiest way is to roll the pocket. The next way to do that is to give a tight end a little bit of space, so that tackle can get out of him, chip him out that way, and then also chip the running back out as well. So, these guys are not world beaters. It's just a matter of you got to slow down. You've got to be deliberate with your feet. You got to get a solid punch and then ride them up and around. But, this is the first time we've faced adversity in that pass rush.
We'll be back to start the second half. Orange football on the other side on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Come see why it's got to be Nye. Only 20 minutes from Syracuse, Utica, and Rome. Hi, I'm Dan Scherz, General Manager of the Nye Automotive Group in Oneida. Proudly teaming up with the Syracuse Athletics for what looks to be an amazing season ahead. Nye Automotive Group has one of the best teams in Central New York when it comes to your car buying experience. We may not be able to throw that 70-yard touchdown pass, but we can certainly put you in the driver's seat of your next vehicle this season before the game. Stop in today or visit us at nyeauto.com. That's nyeauto.com. Don't just see why. Come see why. It's got to be Nye.
At SRC, you can engineer the life you want for you, your family, and your community. Your work will have purpose, helping to save lives and keeping America and its allies safe and strong. You receive great benefits like 4 weeks paid time off, 10% employer contribution towards retirement, and 100% tuition support. SRC is actively hiring mid and senior level engineers in digital, software, systems, and test. Apply now at srcinc.com/radio. SRC is an official partner of Syracuse Athletics.
JMA is redefining wireless connectivity and delivering new possibilities in the JMA Dome. Imagine 5 bars on every device and player stats in your pocket. Imagine unlimited connectivity with Super Bowl speeds for every fan in every seat. Imagine the most connected stadium in college sports and a whole new way to experience athletics. Imagine no more. 5G coverage is now available in the JMA Dome and changing the game for Syracuse Orange.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Syracuse University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Syracuse University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Syracuse University.
We rejoin you from the JMA Wireless Dome. Start of the second half upon us now. Stanford kicking off right to left in white, the orange in those famous dome uniforms. 44 years in the making, and now the return by Malachi James over the 10. A little sideways movement and going laterally on a kickoff return doesn't work out that well. He is buried at the 15-yard line. Had freshman tight end Jamie Tremble blocking for him in front, and the Orange will settle for not great field position to get this one started here at their own 15. It is 13-10 Stanford. The Orange outplayed really in this first half for the first time this year. Things have not gone smoothly, certainly on offense. The defense has been okay, and then Stanford leads by 3, but Syracuse does get the first possession of the second half, working off the 15. The Orange tighten the formation with LeQuint Allen in the back next to Kyle McCord. Kyle takes a high snap, brings it down for LeQuint at left tackle, has the line of scrimmage, and more out over to the 20-yard line, gaining 5 on the first play of the second half, diving forward.
They bring Aronde Gadsden in. They choke him down into a tight end position with his hand down. They bring a bunch to the other side, tightening up the formation. If they want to take a shot later on, this is probably how they're going to formulate it.
That first carry was the better part of 6 yards. Second down on a short 5. 3-man bunch is tight off the left hip of the left tackle, Demetrius Weatherspoon. McCord takes quick release. Trevor Pena open, has the first down in the left slot. Over the 25 and down at the 27-yard line, gaining 7 on the play, first down.
Nice snap by Reed, goes right back to McCord, and then it's just a strike delivered to Pena.
First down 10 for the Cuse, left hash at the 27, trailing by 3, driving to tie or take the lead on this first possession of the second half. Slot left formation with Gadsden. LaQuint Allen's been the lone running back outside of a couple of plays that Yusin Willis has been in. Snap back, play fake, throwing left. It's tipped up in the air and then down at the 28. The Orange are fortunate there. That hit a hand or helmet right at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. Second down 10.
For Syracuse right now, the main thing is calm on the sideline. Everybody has to calm down. Yes, you didn't have the first half that you wanted to offensively, but don't start forcing things in this second half.
Hatcher into the boundary. Gadsden and Pena kind of switching sides. They go Gadsden left, Pena wide right. Valari in the slot to the right. Now here comes LaQuint this way. Empty set. Second down 10. Play clock at 5. McCord backs away from the line of scrimmage. Snap is on its way. It's a little floater. One-handed catch, and then a quick release like a shortstop. Catch is made by LaQuint for the reception at the 30 to the 31. The Orange very fortunate there. That was a busted play, but they did pick up 4 yards.
Oh, this is a disaster for Syracuse. Savion Washington doesn't even hear the snap, and half the offensive line doesn't move. So, you know, Kyle McCord does a fantastic job. He's got a guy going right down the sight of the gun, and he delivers a strike.
Third down 6. The Orange yet to convert on 5 third down tries. Gadsden into the slot on the left. Go-to man here. Third down 6, just north of the 30. Back to McCord, looking to throw. Gunning right side for Pena. Back shoulder throw, incomplete. Broken up on the near sideline next to the Orange bench area. And Syracuse gets just 1 first down and has to punt in the opening possession of the second half. Now some real cause for alarm here. Still a lot of football left to be played, but the Orange trail by 3, and they're booting it away to the dangerous Tiger Bachmeier.
I mean, Syracuse right now on the edges are not doing very well. They brought in an extra tight end in order to block this up, but one-on-one on the right-hand side, Washington just gets beat out of his stance.
Gadsden to the near side, 2-man protection in front of the punter, Jack Stonehouse. Snap is back. The kick is away against a 3-man rush. A tumbler here. It hits at the 31, takes a Syracuse bounce. It's put on the ground, and then Bachmeier is covered up. He, speaking of shortstops, fielded it on a hop and then was folded over at the 17-yard line. So good kick away, another 53-yarder for Stonehouse, who's got every trajectory and move in the book. And generally speaking, he's booming them 45 yards and up. This one 53, and Bachmeier did not field it cleanly, but has it back for the Cardinal at their own 17-yard line. That's when the next Stanford possession begins at 12:52 of the third, but that'll be after we have a stoppage on the field. 2 minutes gone in the second half, but Stanford 13 and the Orange 10. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Orange fans, this is Kyle McCord. Be sure to visit Apex Entertainment in Destiny, USA. Go in and enjoy 55,000 square feet of pure fun with their 24 bowling lanes, arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, hologate, axe throwing, and more. Apex also has a full restaurant menu and meeting space that is ideal for corporate outings, off-campus events, birthday, and holiday parties. Perfect weather is always guaranteed at Apex. Go to apexentertainment.com for more information. Go Orange.
Hey y'all, this is Michael Felder, co-host of College Sports Now. We're breaking down all the action from around the country every week during the football season. We'll look beyond the box score and keep our finger on the pulse of college football from September all the way through the national championship game in January. Listen all season long on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you love to get your favorite podcast. And be sure to follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets.
12:52 on the clock in the third. Lots of football to be played in the Dome tonight, so this one not yet settled, but Stanford has the upper hand and the football. 13-10 they lead. The lone touchdowns in the game by Alec Iomanner of the Cardinal and Umari Hatcher of the Orange. Great to have you along with us on this Friday night here in the Dome. Spirited crowd. Not a sellout, but a spirited crowd. Next week is a sellout on Family Weekend. Holy Cross is in for a noon kick. I'd like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home. First, we'd rather have you here. Second, if you're displaced, you're unable to make it, you've come to a bunch of games, you didn't get a ticket because next week's sold out, the next best thing is syncmygame.com. Syncmygame.com. You can listen to us while you're here, too, if you'd like to do that. 12:52 to go in the third. As always, we are honored by your listenership. Orange down 13-10. Stanford ball, first and 10 at his own 17. Full backfield here with Ashton Daniels at quarterback. Takes the snap, gives to Davis, streaking left to right. He turns the corner over the 20, ridden down by the Orange's Justin Barron. After a decent gain by Davis, they've gotten a lot out of the freshman back in a true road game here. Pick up to the 23, let's call it 6. Nearly 80 rushing yards for Davis, 47 of those on one carry. Number one running back in the state of Mississippi, recruiting-wise. Second down 4. Here's the snap. It's back to Ashton Daniels. Fakes to Davis, pulls it out, runs into the arms of Derek McDonald, short of the line to gain. Your running back from Mississippi, Walter Payton, that kind of thing makes you think about that. That's saying a lot. You're the number one running back in Mississippi. Third down and a yard.
Yeah, Stanford coming out right now. They're just running double sidecar. So he's Daniels is flanked by 2 running backs, and it's a ride to the side. If you see somebody crash, he pulls it, or he gives it, and if somebody stays back, he pulls it, and he goes right up the middle.
Cedric Urban in here. He is up ahead of the quarterback. It's Justin Lamson at quarterback for the first time. Low snap to him. He wants to run off the left side. He's stopped shy by his former teammates at the 25-yard line. Derek McDonald got up there and hit him. Devin Grant came in as well to chip. And it's now 4th down and short. So we have hardly seen Cedric Urban back there at all. That was, I think, maybe just his second play from scrimmage for Stanford. Justin Lamson in for the first time. 4th and a yard. The line of scrimmage now is the 26. They're going for it. Stanford on 4th down this year is 4 out of 8. First try today. Lamson again at quarterback. Outstanding runner. Had a great year last year. Snap is back. Lamson to run. The Orange push in. Near the line. Oh, he bounced off. He just kind of hit bodies. Got over the line and up to the 28-yard line. So it's not pretty, but he picks up 2 and converts the first down. Justin Lamson, Sacramento area native. Long-standing relationship with the Stanford head coach Troy Taylor. That's how it all fell into place as he transferred from here. First down 10. Stanford by 3. Just less than 5 minutes played, second half. Ashton Daniels back in. Alec Iomanner, always dangerous, is the slot man on the left. Tiger Bachmeier to the near side left. Snap to Daniels. Flips the ball in his hands. Guns to the far side. Caught there by Cece. Had a big first half. Wide of the numbers over the 40 to the 42-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play on his 6th catch of the day. First down.
Syracuse giving up a big cushion. CC able to go above Diggs. Diggs is trying to get out to the flats and able to get underneath Syracuse's corner. Big play down the sideline.
Chase Simmons in on this play. Laid off the field for the Orange. Dennis Jacquez and Rashad Perry. First down 10 at the 42 right hash mark. Bachmeier left. 2 backs again for Daniels. Calls for the ball. Now he's got it. Runs behind Cedric Urban to the right. Gets away from Barron at the 40. Out of bounds on the far side at the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play. Daniels is not afraid of maybe taking 1 and 2 yards here and there. He's liable to bust one too.
Yeah, Syracuse has to get that dialed in because it is been there all night for Daniels on the scramble.
Second down, nearly 10. Irvin and Ford, Brackett Daniels the quarterback. Crowd getting a little anxious here. 6 minutes played in the second half. Daniels calls for the ball. It's back. It's faked. He drops to throw. He's got time. The Orange send the pocket collapsing, throwing up the right side. Up for grabs along the sideline. Intercepted. Clarence Lewis, if he's in bounds, it's a pick. He's celebrating. It's his 4th game against Stanford. He's got his first INT. The Golden Domer has played him 3 times and looking to beat him for a 3rd time.
Well, the senior transfer out of Edison, New Jersey goes up and high points the ball. Now momentum swing right back in Syracuse's favor. Now what can that offense get done? Why not take a shot right now? First play, take a shot. You've got the momentum. You haven't really done anything on offense today.
First Syracuse interception for Clarence Lewis. He had 3 with Notre Dame. First down and 10 for the Orange, their own 25. To be clear, I was kind of parsing words there a little bit. It's his 4th career game against Stanford, 2-1 with ND. First down, 10 for the Cuse. Left hash mark at the 25. McCord, the quarterback with Allen, the single setback, snap back, looking to throw right, gunning underneath, and Jackson Meeks on the comeback was trying to post up. Little contact there with the corner on the near side, Zarin Manley. No flags, lots of boos from the fans. Try it again, 2nd and 10. Kyle McCord has completed 10 of 18 passes, 168 yards, pedestrian numbers by his lofty standards so far through 2 games. Crowd booing as they see the replay, thinking that one was early contact by Manley. Second down 10, 2 receivers each way. Allen in to block. Back to throw McCord. Looking right, gunning underneath. It is caught by Pena along the sideline. Tried to make a man miss and could not get quite to the 30-yard line. Good. Drop him at the 29, pick up a 4.
Yeah, great opportunity for Syracuse. 3rd and manageable. Opens the whole playbook open to you.
5 catches for Pena. This one out to the 30 officially.
For Syracuse,
so 3rd and 5.
For Syracuse right now, if they're going into any type of drop, any type of pass, you've got to have LaQuinn Allen give some chip help on number 23, Bailey.
Pena sprints away from a 3-man bunch on the left, across the formation. McCord with a snap and a pass underneath, caught on a crossing route by Darrell Gill. He is upended with a spinning catch as he makes it ahead to the 36-yard line. Gains 6 and moves the chains. First down 10 for the Orange. 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Stanford leading 13-10. High snap, McCord going tempo here, throwing to the far side. Pena tried to get out. There was on a screen. The Orange missed their block. Looked like Gadsden had room for improvement there, and a loss of a yard on the completion back to the 35.
Syracuse going back to trying to get some of the playmakers out in space. This time we just whiffed on the outside. Gadsden has that block. We're going down the field, but unfortunately, no bueno.
The Cardinal corners push up. Manley on the near side, Wright on the opposite side. Wright's played a ton. Snap and a throw to the near side. Got it around the defender to Allen. Burst of speed over the 40. Banging into bodies. He advances to the 45. Pushes the pile. He's got the first down. Advance to the 46. Gaining 11. So much of that for Allen. It was after the catch.
And we always talk about LaQuinn Allen in the run game. This time, big play. He gets the swing pass. He has blockers in front. He has Gadsden and Pena and does a great job.
Slot left formation. McCord, a shot, deep ball. Coming near side. Umari's got it. He's got the catch and goal to go. A big one up the right sideline. Caught it at the 10. Bounced off a man and tumbled down. Did not quite have his balance. There is a penalty marker on the field.
Oh, this number 19.
Coming back with holding. Was afraid of that. It's on Arande Gas on the left side, Adam. I saw it in real time. I didn't see a flag early, and that's unfortunate. It's a long pitch and catch. A perfect throw would have been a touchdown. Omari was kind of wobbly in the way he had to lean to catch it. Yeah, but it's a hold on Gadsden on the outside.
Yeah. I mean, you're putting a wide receiver. Let's call on Arande Gadsden. His strength is going out and catching the ball. I understand we're trying to man up on the backside, but that's your best pass rusher, right? Take LaQuinn Allen as a battering ram, chip him, get them out into the flats and get the ball down the field.
Pena again sprints across the field to the far side. 2-by-2 now on first down and long. Throwing here, missing his mark is McCord on an in-cut from the left side. Gill says, my bad, should have had it. But there's not a lot of margin for error. This is big boy football in a conference game. The Orange got to make these plays.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about the tackles and what that's been looking like. Enrique Cruz is now implemented he's put in the left tackle position. In place of Demetrius Weatherspoon. Savion Washington's on the right. Second down, 20 at the 36. Keep in mind, Yazid Haynes unavailable today, did not dress, dealing with a personal matter. Second down, 20. 2 receivers each way. Back to throw, McCord. Unloads near side right. It's caught there. Busting a tackle. Hatcher, he takes a big hit along the sideline. Is there a flag? Not yet. Fran Brown going berserk. Does not get back all the yardage, but advances to the 47. That was right on the borderline as Hatcher spun and got popped by Tristan Sinclair. The crowd doesn't like it at all. Oh, man, he's on the white and gets shoved out of bounds by last year's All Pac-12 performer. I mean, just a horrible call. Third down, 9. Big missed opportunity there. Man across the line of scrimmage, free play. McCord throwing, far side, has the first down and more as Pena makes the catch. He's hit on the head as well and tumbled down to the 39. So big play there. You decline the penalty now. First down for the Orange into Stanford territory at the 39-yard line. 5:46 on the clock as it stops here in the third. Orange down 13-10. Penalty marker.
Defense number 14. The penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
That's outside linebacker Wilfredo Ibar, who was off balance and over the line of scrimmage. McCord very good on the free play. We saw him get a touchdown that way against Georgia Tech. Now Gadsden to the right hip of the right tackle, Washington. Snap is back to McCord. He rolls to the right. Throws underneath. A sinker is incomplete. Broken up nicely by Mitch Lieber. Target was Pena. Second and 10.
Syracuse moving the pocket, right? If you can't protect, you've got to move the pocket. They do so. They roll out. This one going underneath to Pena. They've got to go something a little bit deeper to soften up these guys right now.
On second down 10, tight formation again. Pena and Gadsden close in, as is Max Mang. Handoff up the gut, looking for running room as Allen. Flags flying as Allen backs his way across the line of scrimmage. He gets really no gain on the play itself. And holding is the initial indication.
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Left guard Jacob Bradford, fifth-year senior.
Yep.
5:30 to go in the third. 13-10 Stanford, and the Orange are backed up again. Second and 20 coming.
Yeah, Stanford, we understand that they can stop the run, and how they did it on that play is they just spiked the guy across the face of Bradford. Bradford didn't move his feet and had to hold on. I mean, that's, a cardinal sin by an offensive lineman, but, when they're coming to stop the run, they've got to do it in a myriad of different ways. This time they just slant across your face. Got to keep your feet moving.
Second and 20. The line to gain is the 29. Gill to the left with a long, slender blue towel out the back of his jersey. 3 receivers to the right. McCord repositions Pena in the backfield. Pena on jet sweep action. Swing pass to him coming inside. Pena at the 50. Pena at the 45 inside the numbers. Banging off of bodies. A bumper car to the 41 of Stanford territory. Good play by Pena. 8th catch of the game for him.
A great play. They're able to take him, Trevor Pena, motion him across, and then get him back out on a swing. But Quinn Allen did some damage right there. If he can do that in pass pro, we're going to be a little bit better than what we are right now. But in that run game, he's able to get out, and he's the lead blocker, wreaking havoc, decleating 2 guys.
Third down and 12 to go. 2 receivers left. Snap back, throwing, scanning. McCord interception. Lieber going the other way, 40. He's got a convoy. Lieber at the 50s may go all the way. 40, right sideline, 30 on the Stanford bench side. Cuts back. McCord got blocked and Lieber is in. It's a touchdown. A pick 6 for Stanford, and the Orange are a world of hurt now. 19-10 Cardinal. Second interception thrown by McCord, and by far the most meaningful.
Well, Villari unaware of where that ball was going. The ball was thrown behind Villari, but they just were not in rhythm on that. The inability, there's a linebacker running through, so pressure's bearing down. Right now, Syracuse has to get on the sideline, regroup.
Now for the extra point is Emmett Kenny. Making a 10-point lead again would tie the largest margin of the game for the Cardinal. Spot is down and the kick is through for Kenny to make it 20-10. Stanford, 4:16 to go, third quarter. Time out on the field, and we'll break away for a moment from the JMA Dome. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a local getaway? Tailwater Lodge, set on the banks of the world-renowned Salmon River and part of Tapestry Collection by Hilton, has you covered. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at our restaurant. Enjoy live music at our River Birch Bar. Indulge in nature-inspired treatments at our lodge spa. And take advantage of our many outdoor activities, including some of the best fishing in the country. Book your quick overnight stay, rejuvenating weekend escape, or extended vacation today at tailwaterlodge.com.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
Great to have you back with us inside the JMA Wireless Dome, where the Orange have not led in this game. They're now down 20-10 against visiting Stanford with 4:16 to go in the third quarter. One of the ways we try to turn things around is a fun fact from our friend at the New York Corn and Soybean Growers Association. We'll give you this one right off the top. Did you know that crayons are one of the most widely used coloring products in the world? I figure if we're talking about the Orange versus the Cardinals, why not talk about colors and coloring? Crayons are made from soybeans. They're an important ingredient used in the production of crayons. In fact, 1 acre of soybeans can produce, get ready for this, 82,368 crayons. 82,368 crayons come from 1 acre of soybeans. That fun fact is brought to you by the New York Corn and Soybean Growers Association. To learn more about what makes New York soybeans more than just a pretty field, visit nycornsoy.org. 4:16 to go in the third, and a pick six. Interception return for a touchdown by Stanford's Mitch Lieber has given Stanford a 20-10 lead. Got to regroup, right, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a miscommunication going down the field. Villari is open, right? It's just thrown behind him. But, you know, this constant pressure on Kyle McCord is starting to bear down on him, right? Like this offensive line is a little bit shaky. He's feeling that at the quarterback position.
First opponent pick six since the Pinstripe Bowl game against Minnesota. Kick away here, 20-10. The Orange are on the short end. Kickoff goes through the hands of Malachi James, which is just as well. He returned it only to the 15-yard line the last time. What are you saying on the sideline here in terms of there hasn't been really any positive momentum in this game, but you're also not out of it? I mean, that big play by Hatcher breathed some life in, and the Oranges haven't really been able to capitalize on some of the chances.
I mean, what I'm saying on the sideline is everybody relax. Like, we haven't blocked anything very well, right? We've got to hold up in pass protection. We have an opportunity to take a shot down the field. Right now, you've got one high safety. They're trying to match up, beat them deep.
First down 10. Kyle McCord takes the snap, throws the screen pass underneath to LeQuint Allen. That's the 25-30. Well blocked in front by Hatcher. Along the sideline, LeQuint to the 40. And out of bounds there, untouched. Good play by Hatcher and LeQuint Allen. Approaching 4 minutes remaining now in the third as LeQuint picks up 16 to the 41.
Well, Nixon just did the polar opposite of what I said. He sees a heavy pass rush, so use that to your advantage. He's able to get a screen out, and LeQuint Allen does the rest.
Back-to-back Syracuse possessions. Again, the Mitch Lieber interception return for a touchdown for Stanford. Handoff in the middle. LeQuint, he took a pop, banged back into the middle of the field. No gain as he gets to the line of scrimmage and no further.
Stopping the run and running the ball is a mentality. Right now, Stanford's mentality of stopping the run, they just run counter back into the boundary, and Stanford's linebackers are coming downhill and wallop LeQuint Allen at the line of scrimmage.
Pena and Hatcher left, Meeks into the boundary right. McCord looks over the defense, the four-man front, they back away, send four now. Throwing far side, up for grabs, could have been intercepted again. I don't think Hatcher ever turned around. He had his back to the offense, and the Orange are fortunate that was not intercepted. Colin Wright had it in his mitts, but fell back and could not make a stretching catch.
It's the second time Hatcher we've seen kind of do-si-doing and pirouetting a little bit. The big play he had down the sideline that was called back, he lost the ball in the air. This time it just looks like they were miscommunicating.
Third down 10 now off the 41. Orange down 20-10. How about getting more than one first down in a possession? Tight formation. McCord calls for the ball. Now he's got it. Looks over the deep. Four-man rush. Throw. It's a high catch by Meeks. Oh, he went up with some competition there. Brought it down in traffic. He's proud of himself as he should be. He advances 18 to the 43 of Stanford. First down Cuse.
I mean, that's a big boy play. He's in there. He's getting good body position, goes up, catches the ball with his hands, and brings it right back down.
I like a shot here, Adam. First down 10 at the Stanford 43. Try to shake it up. 2:40 to go in the third. Orange down 10.
Let's go to
see if we can get them
Arande.
all right here. 2 by 2. Arande slot right. Gadsden goes out as McCord takes. He got it complete underneath, hitting Imari Hatcher on a comeback left side, and he's folded over immediately at the 37-yard line. Pick up 6. Second down 4. Not in field goal range yet. Now to mention the change at left tackle. Demetrius Weatherspoon back. Gadsden now lines up right next to him. Jackson Meeks into the boundary left. Pena and Hatcher split wide to the right. On second down and 4, Kyle takes, looks right, has time, rolls, giving back to the 50-yard line, still going. Screen pass underneath is caught, and just kind of a check down there. Near the first down marker is LeQuint. He has got it. I'm sorry, Yasin Willis makes the catch. First down at the 33-yard line. Gain 4, that's all he needed. First down 10. Approaching field goal range, not in it just yet. Pena slot right. They hand off to Willis into the boundary left. Runs over a man along the numbers and is down at the 30-yard line. Stanford tackled by Scotty Edwards, a junior from Utah.
And with Yasin Willis right now, he's very reminiscent of a guy that came out of Rutgers in Isaiah Pacheco. He's angry. He's violent. Everything that he's doing is scrapping and clawing to get extra yardage.
Second down 7. Gadsden in the slot to the right with Pena further right. Willis out of the backfield. McCord takes, throws up the middle. He's got Meeks for the first down. Catch made inside the 20. Sandwich down at the 19-yard line. Pick up of 11. First down. We pause for station ID. This is Syracuse football. Clock running, right about 30 seconds left in the third. The Orange are down 20-10, but on the move here at the Stanford 19-yard line. They've got first down. Pena into the short side this time. Gadsden wide to the right. Allen is the back. Back to Kyle. Bake the handoff. Pressure from the right by Lieber. Kyle steps away. He's got the 20. Room to run. 15, 10, 5. Little League Kyle is in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange! Kyle McCord, second effort play, goes 19 to the house. How about it?
Broken play. You've got Lebar, number 32, coming off of the edge. He's able to do enough little wiggle to get to the outside. And McCord, the guy that you want the ball in his hands, does it himself and gets over the top into the front pylon.
Extra point is through with 7 seconds to go in the third on the first career rushing touchdown for a fifth-year player, Kyle McCord. Coming into this game, in the first 2 games, he had run 8 times for 9 yards. Now, in college football, when you get sacked, that comes off your rushing total. But let's put it this way. In his career, he doesn't have much in terms of running forward. His longest run of the season, 15 yards. This one, 19 to pay dirt, and it's back to a 3-point game. We've got 1 quarter and 7 seconds left. The Orange now within 3, 20-17, Stanford, as we step aside for a moment on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're looking to make a room in your house more comfortable or you're renovating your entire house, the experts at Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can design the right clean heating and cooling system for you.
Hi fans, Coach Boeheim here. Holbrook, a second-generation family-owned business and a Lennox premier contractor, can design a Lennox cooling and heating solution system that fits your family's needs. Visit them at holbrookheating.com.
Your comfort is our business. Holbrook Heating and Air.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Fans, for every stage of life, there's Rockbridge. They offer great services, including estate planning, insurance planning, and investment management. Visit their website at rockbridgeinvest.com for more information. 7 seconds to go in the third of the JMA Wireless Dome. The Orange have not led in this game, but they are back to within 3. It is 20-17. Kyle McCord's first career rushing touchdown caps off a 75-yard drive, 9 plays and 4 minutes, 9 seconds. He took it in from 19 yards out. Wasn't a design play. Scrambled to the right, had room, was well blocked downfield, and took it in 19, kind of spun in the air at the goal line, a la John Elway. And John Elway, the former Stanford star. That's where McCord's a lot more like that than any running quarterback that you can think of, but he is athletic enough to get in for a very important touchdown, and the Orange are back to a 3-point game. Drive summary brought to you as always by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, Syracuse right now, this is where you want to be, right? You're within striking distance. Defense has to make a play, and the momentum has to continue. Or you go out there right now and you get a big play from your special teams, something that we haven't had all year.
Yeah. There's been bad plays by special teams, not a lot of good ones yet, other than you have a very good punter, solid place kicker. Too early. I mean, you think onside kick here would be unexpected. And
you just bury this thing as far as you can.
Yeah. So just keep getting touchbacks, make them start at the 25 with no returns, and play it out. 15 minutes to play after what figures to be, this won't be the final play of the third quarter, because if it's a touchback, no time will come off the clock. Denneberg to approach left to right to get it away from the left hash mark on the move, and the kick is away. It's in the air, and Bachmeier has it at the goal line, and indeed a touchback. We'll bring it out to the 25 for the Cardinal. When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. 007 on the clock. We're in the third. Justin Lamson's seen just a couple of plays. Cedric Urban has seen just a couple of plays for Stanford. Ashton Daniels has been the quarterback almost the entire game. He's out there now. Running back again in the game is the freshman Micah Ford. First down 10, and officials want to get together before the play starts here. The play clock, I don't believe, was moving.
The ruling on the field of the clock being at 7 seconds is confirmed.
Game clock 7. They're going to keep it there after a little confab, and now presumably one play remaining in the third quarter. Ashton Daniels, right foot in front of the left as he stands in the gun. Brings a man in motion at Cece. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Cece. Rolling right, Daniels. Closest defender is Jacquez. Throw over the middle is caught. Bell put on the ground. Iomanner had it in his hands. He was popped and hard by Jaden Bellamy. That's the final play of the third. We're playing football now, and Iomanner is down, hands on knees on the far side. We got a lot going on. We've got 15 minutes to play, and the Orange are within 3 against the Stanford Cardinal, whose best player right now is on his hands and knees with the athletic training staff out there on the far sideline at the 50. Through 3 quarters, Stanford leads here 20-17. Dave Pulaski will be along with updates everywhere else. 4 fingers in the air. Get a little enthusiasm on this
like you don't care.
44th anniversary here in the Dome. Crowd's been good, but needs pumped up now. It's a 3-point game with 15 minutes to go. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
New York's most awarded 4-season resort is a proud sponsor of Syracuse University and honored to be the official resort of the 'Cuse Athletics Fund. Escape to our luxurious accommodations, championship golf courses, nationally acclaimed spas, and so much more. Whether you're a golf lover, enjoying headline entertainment, or savoring our innovative cuisine, you'll find more ways to play and more reasons to get away at Turning Stone, official resort of the 'Cuse Athletics Fund.
Superior Stroke Care. It's about time. At Krause's Comprehensive Stroke Center, it's about delivering care faster. It's about our EMS partners who quickly assess your condition and communicate with our specialists. It's about neurologists, supported by a dedicated team, and board-certified fellowship-trained neurosurgeons using the most progressive stroke rescue technology. It's about taking action quickly, because when you're having a stroke, every moment matters. When it's about time, say, take me to Krause.
Orange Nation, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can help you and your family enjoy perfect comfort inside your home all year long. As a premier Rheem Pro partner, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered from Rochester to Albany, Syracuse to Poughkeepsie, Binghamton to Plattsburgh, and everywhere in between. You can be confident that the experts at Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can handle all your needs. Call 1-866-720-2058 or visit holbrookheating.com. Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning offers its customers the latest and high-efficiency equipment and can service all their HVAC needs.
Orange trying to carry momentum into the fourth quarter as Syracuse now trails Stanford 20-17 thanks to a late third quarter touchdown by Kyle McCord. Dave Pulaski back inside the Learfield Network studios. Let's get you updated on the top 25 in college football. There's one top 25 matchup taking place tonight. Number 22 Nebraska against number 24 Illinois. The Cornhuskers have jumped in front 17-10 with 9:15 to go in the third quarter. The 400th consecutive sellout at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, a streak going back to November of 1962. Meanwhile, Major League Baseball, bad news for Mets fans. They lose 12-2 to the Phillies. Good news for Mets fans. Braves lose to the Marlins 4-3 as the Mets have their postseason magic number reduced to 7. Yankees and A's just underway in Oakland. They're in the third inning. Scoreless game there as we send it back to the Dome. Matt Park and Adam Terry. Guys.
All right, Dave, thanks for keeping abreast of what else is happening. Big day tomorrow, and one of the benefits of a Friday game, there are a lot of them. But as you pointed out, Adam, pregame, it means the NFL scouts, they have only so many games they can go to. There's this one, there's Nebraska, Illinois, not a lot, so you can get more scouts at your game on a Friday, not as spread thin as they would be on Saturday. And you get a game here, you can recover tomorrow and watch a lot of the other games, and a lot of fun. Tomorrow's big one is Oklahoma, Tennessee.
Well, and for Syracuse, as far as recovery goes, that extra day is absurdly beneficial because it's, as you've seen guys go in, go down, get banged up, get nicked, that extra day is going to be paramount for these guys. And now the crowd is into it, the light show is going, and let's unleash this defense on them.
First play of the fourth quarter is coming up after just a brief time off the field. Alec Iomanner, who has a touchdown today for the Cardinal, is back in the game. Tiger Bachmeier is the receiver to the right. Snap to Ashton Daniels. He's looking left. He throws a screen. It could have been intercepted. It's right into the arms of almost Rashard Perry, but the receiver, Cedric Urban, was, and Perry pushed him back. That's a TFL back to the 21.
Yeah, fantastic job by Perry. He's one of those guys that are shocking people at the line of scrimmage, playing on the Stanford side of the line of scrimmage, and right there disrupts that quick screen pass to Urban.
3rd down and 15. The line to gain is the 35. Bachmeier all the way to the left with CC in the slot. He's been prolific. Eilmander to the near side right. Clarence Lewis giving him some room right now. Crowd is at a crescendo. Play clock's at 4. Snap is back to Daniels. He looks left. Pressure from the left. Gets away that side. Almost hit by Sparrow. He throws it away up the left sideline. Incomplete. And now a punt coming for Stanford. The Orange get the ball back. Down just 3.
That's the difference right there. Syracuse getting the ball back right now. Opportunity for Trevor Pena. Haven't done much this year on special teams. This is a great opportunity to get this dynamic guy in space.
4th down and just under 15. Snap back, 3-man protection. Kick is away from Flintoff. Good kick, well struck. Pena, fair catch signal is made at the 32-yard line. So the fair catch after a 46-yard kick by Flintoff. And we're headed to another timeout at 14:03 of the 4th with Stanford in the lead 20-17. You're listening to Orange Football on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
For a limited time, get a large OIP cheese pizza and 10 of our famous char-grilled wings, always cooked to order, for just $23.99. That's a smoking hot deal. Call or order online at myoip.com. OIP, flames smoking good. OIP has a new look, new menu items, even more flames smoking good flavor. Try our new Grandma and Grandpa pizzas, subs, salads, and our famous char-grilled wings. Order online at myoip.com. OIP, flames smoking good.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Friends, Orange Country is Holbrook country, from Rockport to Syracuse and all around the state, everywhere in between. Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered for all your heating and cooling needs. You can call the experts at Holbrook, your Rheem Pro partner, at 866-720-2058, or log on to holbrookheating.com today. Less than a minute into the 4th quarter, the Orange have the ball back, down just 3. So in decent shape here, as they have trailed throughout against the visiting Stanford Cardinal, who have been up to the task. We're in our Nye Auto broadcast booth. Don't want to forget about that. Thanks to our friends at Nye Auto. You can visit them this weekend and see why it's got to be Nye. Adam, what do you like here from a play calling, personnel perspective? Do you do anything different than you've done throughout the game, knowing that maybe the next score in this game wins it?
Well, you saw a little bit of spark when you brought in Yassine Willis, right? Like, he was a little bit of a guy that, he was running hard, trying to pound it between the tackles, was able to bounce it outside. And then, the biggest thing right now, the only thing, is the O-line has to solidify their blocks, right? I mean, we can see when Kyle McCord is getting pressured now and when he has the ability to step into his throws. The biggest thing is, what can we get done as far as the offensive line goes?
First down 10 for the Cuse off their own 32-yard line. Jackson Meeks wide to the right. Slot man on the right is Aronde Gadsden, and the Orange will open this possession in the pistol formation with LaQuinn Allen behind Kyle McCord. McCord coming off a running touchdown of 19 yards. Do not adjust your set. A 19-yard rushing touchdown for the quarterback, Kyle McCord. Now he tightens the formation. Less than a minute gone in the 4th. Sends Trevor Pena out to the wide side right. Snap is back. Kyle to throw. Steps into one, far side, wheel route, intercepted. At the 46-yard line. Just one play this possession. It was Lieber again. Now, Lieber's right there. It may have been picked by Jay Green. Not good either way. Third pick of the season thrown by McCord. Second in this game. The first one was run back for a touchdown.
Eyes in the backfield the whole time by Stanford. You know, they're able to get into their drop, make some moves, and, you know, not good. Right, big play, big stop, get the ball right back into possession of Stanford.
The interception by Jay Green, his first of the season. He also has a fumble forced and recovered this year. First down 10 for Stanford at the plus 47. Throw far side. Eilmanner makes the catch. Clarence Lewis had him wrapped up immediately, and Eilmanner kind of rolls off it up the left side to the 39 of Syracuse. Gain of 7. Only the fourth catch of the game for Eilmanner, but he did have an incredible highlight reel grab for a touchdown from 17 yards out to open today's scoring.
Well, Syracuse right now, bend but don't break. You can give up a field goal, but, I mean, right now we haven't seen anything on the offensive side that can say we can come back from 2 scores.
Right, 20-17, Stanford in front. Second down short. Ashton Daniels takes the snap, gives to Michael Ford, feeling his way to the right, cuts upfield at the 35, slithers along the hash mark right to the 30-yard line. Good run for Ford. Picking up 9 and a first down. Ford slow to get up, though. Athletic training staff will come out. Ford will have to exit the game. Krause health injury update. Ford out. We don't know. We weren't told anything about Cedric Urban being injured, but Urban coming in, I guess maybe even money with Ford, but Ford's a freshman. Urban experienced from a year ago as Stanford's back, and Ford has played far more in this game than Cedric Urban. As for Syracuse, Tim Leonard tells us from the sideline that Rashard Perry was in the 10 briefly, but now he's okay. He's loosening up with his teammates on the near sideline. First down 10, Stanford at the Syracuse 30. Snap to Daniels, give right side. Again into the pile goes Chris Davis. And the Orange meet him there. Justin Barron and Vidal Diggs. First on the scene, no gain.
And for Syracuse, that was great fits by one. You've got a puller. Diggs takes him head on. He pushes him into the B gap and then filled by Justin Barron. I mean, that's textbook right there. 1-2 combination doing some work.
Second down 10. Jobity and Watson are the interior defensive linemen. Jacquez and Diggs on the outside. McDonald and Barron the backers. Chestnut and Clark the safeties. Lawrence, Lewis, Bellamy, and Grant the corners. They throw right behind Grant on the far side. Bellamy is over to throw Backmeyer out of bounds. He picks up 8 on the play. Down to the 22-yard line. Made that look too easy. 23, let's call it, gain of 7.
Well, they made that look easy, but then the other opportunity down the field was a running back running through the B gap. We've seen it a lot this season where you're inserting your running back through the B gap in order to get him, instead of a wheel route, you're getting him into a post.
Third down and 2, not quite 3 yards. The line to gain is the 20. Daniels brings him in motion. It's Urban to the right. Snap from under center. Daniels rolling right. Screen pass underneath. It's caught there by Cedric Urban. First down. You had to know that they haven't taken maybe one other snap in the game from under center. Something a little screwy there, and so that's kind of what happened. They got Daniels more or less an over-the-ball route. Catch for the first down at the 19.
You get a couple guys, and they're just running spot routes. They just sit into it, and you're getting far enough across the sticks in order to get down and just catch the ball and live to play another down.
First down, Stanford with a 3-point lead. 11 minutes to go. They are knocking on the door, certainly in field goal range at the Syracuse 19. Delayed handoff goes up the middle to Micah Ford. The freshman bounced off Deuce Chestnut. A couple of Jersey guys there, and Ford down at the 14-yard line, gain of 5.
A big series for this defense right now. Can they pull their neck and only give up 3?
Second down at the 14. Stanford in no hurry. Plenty of time left, but Stanford lingers in its huddle. Isle Manor into the boundary left. Ford the back. Bachmeyer, the speedster, to the right. Daniels sends Cece to the left. Snap is back. Daniels screen pass. Cece left side. Well defended by the Orange as Jaden Bellamy is up to push him back for a TFL. Certainly no gain on that play. They spot him back at the 16, so a loss of at least 2. 17, let's say. 3-yard drop on the play. Big third down right here. Third down and 8 for Stanford at the Orange 17-yard line. Stanford leads 20-17 with under 10 minutes to go. Crowd into it again. Play clock 7, 6, 3. Snap back to Daniels. They get it off. He looks left. Diving at his feet, Jacquez. Daniels gets away. Throws end zone. Broken up at the goal line by Clarence Lewis. Incomplete. Isle Manor was probably the target. The ball was thrown well shy of him, and on fourth down, Stanford should attempt a field goal that would give him a 6-point lead.
Well, the scary part about that, Isle Manor has a beat on him, but Syracuse able to just jump in front, and Lewis almost comes up with a pick.
Would have been a second of the game. Left hash placed down here at the 35-yard field goal attempt for Emmett Kenny. He's already hit from 38 and 51 in this game. Snap, spot, kick, whistles. Kick is good. And that is it. No penalty markers or any of that. The field goal good from 35 for Kenny. Stanford in front 6 now with 9:19 to go in the fourth quarter. 9:19 remaining. Kenny, 3 field goals today, had 4 in the first 2 games combined. Stanford 23, the Orange 17, coming back on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for a local getaway? Tailwater Lodge, set on the banks of the world-renowned Salmon River and part of Tapestry Collection by Hilton, has you covered. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at our restaurant. Enjoy live music at our River Birch Bar. Indulge in nature-inspired treatments at our lodge spa. And take advantage of our many outdoor activities, including some of the best fishing in the country. Book your quick overnight stay, rejuvenating weekend escape, or extended vacation today at tailwaterlodge.com.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis campus how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
At SRC, you can engineer the life you want for you, your family, and your community. Your work will have purpose, helping to save lives and keeping America and its allies safe and strong. Receive great benefits like 4 weeks paid time off, 10% employer contribution towards retirement, and 100% tuition support. SRC is actively hiring mid and senior level engineers in digital, software, systems, and tests. Apply now at srcinc.com/radio. SRC is an official partner of Syracuse Athletics.
.919 to go in the game of the JMA Dome, 44th anniversary of the birth of this place for football. September 20th, 1980. The Orange won that game thanks to Joe Morris. 36-24 was the final. Little Joe had 300 all-purpose yards, 4 touchdowns, got a 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown that electrified the community in the new building. Crowd of over 50,500. Crowd's been into it at the moments in this game. They're anxious now as the Orange are staring their first loss of the season in the face, but they are still in a one-possession game. 9:19 to go, 23-17 Stanford. 3 field goals today for Stanford senior Emmett Kenny, native of Fargo, North Dakota, don't you know? And he has just hit from 35 to push the Cardinal back in front 6. change on kickoff return seems a bit noteworthy right here is Trevor Pena, who does have the Orange's last kickoff return for a touchdown, stands at the goal line. Malachi James has had a couple of issues here and there. So let's see if that pays off any. Kick will go left to right. The ball's teed up at the 35. And Kenny to boot it away. Total yardage even in this one, 290 for the Cuse, 282 for Stanford. Kickoff is a boomer, well in the air, and Pena wants none of it. Bounces through the end zone for the touchback, bringing the Orange out to the 25. Plenty of time, Adam. I mean, that's not the issue right here. You got 9:19 and 3 timeouts. We're just not really seeing the explosiveness in the Orange offense tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're down by 7. You have a fantastic opportunity. You've had some blunders on offense, and, you know, everybody's just got to settle down, right? It's about alignment, assignment, technique, and then once it's out there, you just got to put the effort in. And for right now, pretty simple. Keep Kyle McCord upright and have him the ability that he can step into his throw.
Kyle's in the gun, first down and 10. He gives to Yasin Willis, who's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Good push in there defensively by Anthony Franklin, one of the game captains today for the Cardinal. Loss of a couple yards back to the 23. Inauspicious beginning to the possession. The Orange have a total of 15 rushing yards in the game. Kyle McCord's touchdown was 19 alone, so that means they've gone backwards in total on the other ones. Second down, 12. Empty set for Kyle. He takes. The center judge was running in when the ball was snapped. Screen pass over the middle on a crossing route. Pena, he's upended after the catch. Just shy of the 30, stretches out. Gaithan Bernadelle on the stop, or Gaithan Bernadelle on the stop there. Advanced 7 to the 30. Two receivers each way here on third down 6. Pena deployed to the right in motion. McCord claps. He's got movement from all the Cardinal defenders, but no snap just yet. Play clock at 10. McCord calls for the ball. Now he's got it. Scans, left, throws, left, incomplete, into the bench area. Crowd wanted something there on the hit of McCord. January Reed had been injured on the previous play, hobbled, and he's now coming out as everyone is, but he wouldn't, if they were going for it here, which they're not, January Reed would be out. This is a punt situation because it's fourth and a long 5, almost 6 yards. Orange are sputtering offensively. Punt number 5 coming up here. Jack Stonehouse is the punter, and it's a good one. 2-man protection, good rush. Stanford had a man in there. The kick is away near the scoreboard for Stonehouse. Bachmeier, fair catch made at his own 20-yard line. That kick was 50 on the nose. Time out on the field with 7:49 to play in the fourth. An eighth of the game is left. The Orange trail Stanford 23-17. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
New York's most awarded 4-season resort is a proud sponsor of Syracuse University and honored to be the official resort of the Cuse Athletics Fund. Escape to our luxurious accommodations, championship golf courses, nationally acclaimed spas, and so much more. Whether you're a golf lover, enjoying headline entertainment, or savoring our innovative cuisine, you'll find more ways to play and more reasons to get away at Turning Stone, official resort of the Cuse Athletics Fund.
At AmeriQ, we know sometimes it's not about the destination and that the best connections are made along the way because we're all about real connections, online, in person, and everywhere in between. Connect with the real person online when you need us and easy mobile access to your accounts when you don't. Stay connected with AmeriQ wherever your life takes you. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect. Visit AmeriQ.org/access today.
JMA is redefining wireless connectivity and delivering new possibilities in the JMA Dome. Imagine 5 bars on every device and player stats in your pocket. Imagine unlimited connectivity with Super Bowl speeds for every fan in every seat. Imagine the most connected stadium in college sports and a whole new way to experience athletics. Imagine no more. 5G coverage is now available in the JMA Dome and changing the game for Syracuse Orange.
Midway through the fourth quarter in the Dome right now, Syracuse trailing Stanford 23-17. Dave Pulaski back inside the Learfield Network studios. Let's get you updated on the ACC schedule for this weekend. This is the only Atlantic Coast Conference game taking place tonight, the first ever ACC game for the Stanford Cardinal. 11 other games taking place this weekend, including a couple of conference games. Cal will play their first ever ACC game against 0-3 Florida State, the first ever meeting between the Golden Bears and the Seminoles. Also coming up tomorrow, a noon start between North Carolina and James Madison. Tar Heels trying to go 4-0 for a second straight year. Number 21 Clemson hosting NC State. Tigers trying for their 800th win in program history. They would become the 14th FBS school to accomplish that feat if they can get the job done against the Wolfpack. Virginia visiting Coastal Carolina, first ever meeting between the Cavaliers and the Chanticleers. Number 19 Louisville is hosting Georgia Tech. That game coming up tomorrow afternoon as well. A full rundown of the ACC schedule coming up in the post-game show. Right now, let's send it back to the Dome. Matt Park and Adam Terry, guys.
All right, guys, 7:49 to go, and the Orange need something to turn it around here. They trail 23-17, have been down throughout. Obviously have not lost at home this season, have not lost period this season. On first down, Stanford with a run off the left. Nothing happening there as it runs parallel with the line of scrimmage. Derek McDonald, Justin Barron have it sniffed out. Cedric Irvin hasn't given Stanford much in this game. And now 2nd and 10 for the Cardinal, moving left to right here in this fourth quarter off their own 20. Kyle Manor into the boundary to the left. Tiger Bachmeyer to the right. Roush, the tight end, is right. Quarterback Ashton Daniels calls for the ball with a leg kick. He's got it. He sprints out to the right. Throws over the middle, and it's behind his target, CC. Incomplete. Closest Orange player defensively was Devin Grant, who had an early interception. Now it's 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10. Crowd's got to get into it. The Orange need a stop right here. They trail by 6 with 7:05 to play. One of the biggest plays of the game coming up. Fran Brown with hand signals out to his defensive players. Play clock's at 7. Keep in mind that coach communication cuts off at 15. 4, 3. Stanford does have a timeout. They take a snap. Daniels to throw. The Orange rush not getting home. Daniels doing his taxes, having his lunch, rolling away to the right at the 10, at the 15, stays behind the line of scrimmage, actually, and get to throw. Now he throws up the near side, right off the hands of Manor and out of bounds. Caught out of bounds, as it were, by Deuce Chestnut. That is the longest play we've seen all season in terms of extending it behind the line of scrimmage. Daniels threw incomplete. The rush didn't get there, Adam, but the Orange lived to tell the story. It's a 3 and out.
Well, the rush was just to mirror him and making sure that he didn't break the line of scrimmage so that the defense in the back end could get the work done. So it was a great opportunity right there for Syracuse, and now we get the ball back.
Fourth part of the game for Aiden Flintoff. Trevor Pena stands at the 40, kicks away. The Orange nearly blocked it. Might have gotten a piece here. Kick hits at the 46. At the 40, fielded off the hop by Pena, and he's tackled right away before he gets back to the 40-yard line. 52-yard kick, minimal return there on the punt by Flintoff. Both punters have been very good in this game. The Orange have it back with all their timeouts, 6:40 to go, and they'll scrimmage off the 40 here. So they're in good field position. They do take the field with their center, John Ray Reed. And as a Krause Health injury update, he was just hobbled for a play. Did not actually miss any plays. 1st and 10 at the 40. 6:40 to go. See if McCord can make some magic happen. 5 men at the line of scrimmage for the Cardinal. McCord looks over to the near side. That Coach Com cuts off. We're under 15 on the play clock. Gill, the receiver, into the boundary. On an adjustment here, Pena and Meeks to the right. 5 on the play clock. McCord adjusting. Here's the snap back to him. Looking over the middle. Hit as he throws. It's caught by Gill at the 45. Has running to midfield. Breaks the tackle at the 45. And has tumbled down at the 42 in Stanford territory. 18-yard pickup on the first play of the possession. Good job by Darryl Gill. Very good as a freshman last year, but more as a kick returner than anything else. Just his second catch of the season. Now he's set out to the right. Jackson Meeks, the Georgia transfer, into the boundary left. Pena slot right. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining. McCord claps. The ball is back. He throws to the right. He completes a pass to the right. Immediate tackle by Green, who just had the interception. Pena to catch diving right side of the 40. They pick up just 2. 10 catches in the game for Trevor Pena. That's similar. Remember, we were here for the spring game, Adam. I think he caught double-digit passes in that game.
Yeah, he's the go-to guy right now, but we haven't talked about Oronde Gadsden in a long time. So, you know, when we're trying to dial something up, look for number 19.
OG right now in the slot to the left, not far off the left hip of the tackle, Demetrius Weatherspoon. Single setback is LaQuint Allen. Taking the snap in the gun, McCord throws a rocket, and it's dropped by Gadsden. That was tough. He had a defender right on his back. The throw did hit him in the hands. Liebers had a nice game defensively for Stanford, and he helped out there. 3rd down here. You're not in field goal range. 3rd and 8 at the 40. Orange are just 4 of 12 on 3rd down in this game. The first 2 games combined, they converted nearly 60% on 3rd down. 4 down territory here, Adam, and if so, if you know you're going to go for it on 4th, you could run it here or go for a higher percentage pass underneath. 2 by 2. Allen standing to the left of McCord at the 45. He takes, the pocket holds, he throws, and it's juggled and dropped. Flag coming. Penalty against Stanford, we believe, on 3rd down and 8, and would be a first down. Let's see.
Holding.
No.
Offense number 72.
Holding on Mark Petrie, the Orange's right guard from Germany. Going the wrong way. 7th penalty today for the Cuse.
Well, hopefully they take it.
Let's see. The initial indication here is declined.
I mean, you
so
got
it'd be
another
4th
shot.
down. Yeah.
No, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, right. I mean, it would have been 4th if they declined the penalty. It'd be 4th down and 8 at the 40, and you'd have to go for it. Well, not necessarily. I mean, there's time, but you're not in field goal range. Now back to the 50. It's 3rd down and 18.
Oh, that's a horrible call
on Petrie.
Yeah, he chops his hands down, gets the guy to the ground. It's just a horrible call.
1 man into the boundary off the right hash. Snap. Back to throw is McCord. Rolls into the short side. On the move. Throws over the middle. It's caught. First down for the Orange to the 26-yard line. It's Gill again. 2 big catches on this possession. He comes back. He's dropped immediately on the ACC logo. But that was a rocket thrown through there by Kyle as he was escaping the rush of Wilfredo Ibar.
Well, they did a good job. They're able to open it on the right side. And look, when McCord can settle his feet or run into the throw, he's a lot more accurate than trying to throw it off that back foot.
The tackle there by Scotty Edwards, and McCord has gotten over 300 again. 3 straight games to start the year. That's a school record. First down. A shake and bake move for LaQuint. Puts his hand down. Keeps going, and he scoots along the ground. Inside the 20 to the right hash mark 17. 9-yard pickup for LaQuint. Not a huge game for him statistically. Big run there to bring 2nd and 1. Now the Orange get a little heavier as they get into the red zone. Dan Villari checks in. Time not a huge issue as we get to 4:10 remaining on a running clock in the 4th. Stanford leads 23-17. Next score in this game wins.
Yeah, you're seeing some of these veteran leaders really step up. McCord with the throw earlier, and then this one with LaQuint Allen. He's chased by the backside by Scotty Edwards and just wills his way forward.
2nd and 1. High snap brought down for LaQuint. He pushes along the hash mark inside the 15 to the 13-yard line, gaining 4 and moving the chains most importantly. Both teams have all three of their timeouts. Clock is running. It does not stop on first downs in college football anymore outside of the final 2 minutes of each half. Meeks into the boundary with Villari and Mang both tight right. Pena detached all the way over to the near side of the bench area. Now Mang and Villari switch to the left, the field side. Now in the back. Kyle waits. He takes with 8. He fakes. He throws to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Meeks. He's in the end zone. And the Orange have tied the game. An extra point will give them the lead with 3:13 to go. That was a laser into Meeks. His first score in an Orange uniform.
Quick hitter by Syracuse. They bring Scotty Edwards, the safety, up on the line of scrimmage. And you just see Jackson Meeks, cross face, quick slant, able to score.
Now out for the extra point, Brady Denenberg to give the Orange the lead. It's 23-all right now. Good pass and hold. The kick is through. And the first lead change of the game has the Orange on top, 24-23. We'll see if we were right about next score wins. First time Syracuse has led. And there's a lot of tired, beat-up guys. Demetrius Weatherspoon last off the field.
I mean, you had Reed go down. You've got Weatherspoon, who's been out of the game. You've got guys that are banged up and have been beaten the whole game. And, you know, look, it's that next drive. Defensively, it's the next drive. Offensively, it's the next drive. And that's going to be probably the game winner.
Jackson Meeks, senior from Phoenix City, Alabama, hard by the Chattahoochee. 3:13 to go in the fourth. He's given the Orange the lead, 24-23. Toyota drive summary, 8 plays, 60 yards, 3:27 off the clock, and the Orange up a point. Only need to win by 1. Kyle McCord overcoming a pair of interceptions, has thrown for 2 touchdowns and has run for another. Kickoff is away and blasted here by Denenberg. That's as long a kick as we've seen. That one cleared the end zone by a good 4 or 5 yards. It almost hit the back wall of the dome on the fly, and the kickoff coverage team is amped up. It comes out to the 25 for the Stanford touchback. 3:13 to go, 3 timeouts aside. This has been fun, huh? Friday night?
Hey, Friday night, great crowd, good student section. You know, as much as it's been not the best brand of Syracuse football, hey, we're in it now, right? 24-23, big stop right here.
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Hey, it's hard to win football games. It is hard to win a football game.
First down 10, Stanford at its own 25. Snap to Ashton Daniels. Play action fake and a rollout right. Scoops underneath, one-handed effort reeled in by the tight end Sam Roush, but for no gain really. Derek McDonald was with him all the way, and Roush is pushed over the sideline at the line of scrimmage at 25. 2nd and 10. As you say, maybe they're not getting tremendous pass rush, but they're covering downfield.
Yeah, they're just bracketing him.
2nd and 10, Daniels to throw, quick release, caught by Roush, and he's pounded by Cinco. Dropped on the spot at the 33. Good play by Clark. Gain of 8 by Roush. 4 catches for the tight end. 3rd down 2. The line to gain the 35. Stanford in the white uniforms with the Cardinal trim. Moving left to right. 2:40 to play. Diggs approaches the line of scrimmage. Stanford and Syracuse roughly the same on 3rd down. Stanford's 4 of 12. Daniels takes, gives to Ford, streaking off the left, has the first down and more. Dragging him and taking a ride is Derek McDonald. Ford wide of the hash left side up to the 42-yard line, gains 9 on the play, first down.
Well, number 5, the hard-hitting safety, Cinco Clark, comes out. Looks like he might have gotten a stinger on that play, trying to get his arm back in space. That then puts Syracuse in a little bit of a bind in the secondary.
First down 10, Daniels to throw, fires a fastball far side, caught over there by Elikayo Manor, and he's dropped wide of the numbers at the 49, and that brings us to the 2-minute timeout with 1:56 to go. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Stanford doing just enough here to move it. Keep in mind they're just driving for a field goal. A field goal would help them take the lead if they get into position. Emmett Kenny has already hit 3 today. It's the Orange 24, Stanford 23. Can the Orange seal a comeback and remain unbeaten. We'll tell you when we return on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, Steve Tasker for Western Chevrolet of East Syracuse, where the deals are always hot and where affordable doesn't need to be impossible. So if you want a great deal on a great new Chevy, now is the time. Don't wait. You can go to EastSyracuseChevrolet.com and see the inventory of all 5 Westhurst Chevy stores. Or better yet, just stop in and see us in person. And remember, we're here to serve you, not sell you at Westhurst Chevrolet of East Syracuse. Together, let's drive and save.
Welcome to Westhurst, New York.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
What's up, fans? This is Roddy Jones, co-host of College Sports Now. We're breaking down all the action from around the country weekly during the football season. We'll look beyond the box score and keep our finger on the pulse of college football from September all the way to the national championship game in January, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Listen all season long on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you love to get your podcast. And while you're at it, be sure to give us a follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets.
Just 1:58 remaining in the game. The Orange lead 24-23. Not Syracuse's best day, but at the moment they've done enough to have a 1-point lead. Stanford is driving. They have a good field goal kicker in Emmett Kenny, who has not missed yet this year. 3 of 3 today, including a 51-yarder. Stanford faces 2nd down and 2 when play resumes at the Orange 49. So Syracuse unit got off to a slow start, at least with personnel. Out today a number of not necessarily stars, but regulars like Seed Haynes, Tank Wilson, defensive tackle, backup running back Will Nixon, unavailable. The Orange have had to patch others in there. Other players have missed a little time here and there due to injury. Marcellus Barnes has been out for the game since early on. Crowd into it as the lights have been dimmed here in the Dome, approaching the biggest defensive series that Syracuse has had all season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough time right now. They got to fire off the ball, get after the quarterback, pin him back. I think they're going to play the game of dropping people into coverage and just trying to shadow.
Stanford's got to run it here, right? 2nd down and 2 at the Syracuse 49. The running back is Ford, the freshman, on 2nd down. Daniels calls for the ball. He's got it. He does give to Ford. It's straight ahead. Tackled by Murad Watson, but a gain of 3 is sufficient to move the chains. Watson jumping on him at the 46. Good job by Ford today, who coming into the game had averaged only about a yard per carry for the year. 1st down 10. 1:40 left on the running clock. 3 timeouts aside. Stanford needs to get to at least the 35, you would think, for field goal range. Snap is back to Daniels. Give to Ford. Running room along the right. He's got the 40. Tripped up there. Falling forward. Penalty marker down. Could be holding as Ford tumbles forward to the Syracuse 38. It's coming back. That's big because we're all in agreement that they more than likely need a 1st down or very close to it to get into field goal range. And now they're off schedule, backing up 10.
Oh, and now it really puts them into a lot of passing down situations to get the ball down the field. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw a screen right here.
So instead of 2nd and 2, you've got 1st and 20 at the 44. Back into negative territory. You like screen here because Syracuse will be trying to get loose with the pass rush. They have good backs. Orange crowd doing the responding to the players who are cheerleading. We're at 1:07 on a running clock. Keep in mind, running clock in this 4th quarter. 1st down 20. CC in motion. Snap to Daniels. RPO fake. Daniels arches one over the middle. It's incomplete up the left sideline. Going for Io Manor. I mean, one of the best receivers we'll see all year. Certainly all ACC caliber. 2nd down 10 as they do not connect. The Orange really working on their communication in the defensive backfield. All those single-digit guys and playmakers. A couple of interceptions today for the Cuse. A couple of interceptions each way. Fran Brown motioning into the student section. This is fun. 57 seconds to go. Second down 20 rather. Second down 20. The center, Levi Rogers, points out the blocking assignments. Daniels crowded, takes the snap, token fake, rush up the middle, quick throw, caught on the far side, Eilmanner, comes to the 45, hit shy of the line to gain, then popped, and he bounces off it for to the 45. That was only back to the line before the penalty. It's going to bring 3rd and 9, maybe 8, at the 45-yard line. Timeout with 38 seconds to go. And this one called by Stanford, I would
charge timeout. Stanford.
So Stanford is the first to budge in the timeout game. It has 2 left, Syracuse 3. 3rd down and 8 is the next call. The line to gain is the 36. Huge play is next. 24-23 Orange.
Syracuse bringing the heat. They're one click a little bit too slow. McDonald runs through and just gives a vicious blow to Daniels. You know, he stood in there and delivered a strike down the field. Don't be surprised if Syracuse brings it again at him. Try to pin the pocket around, so rush high, bring something right up the middle.
Ball's in the middle of the field, just past the block S, 40 seconds remaining. Stanford down a point, faces 3rd down and 8. In the loudest environment it has heard all year. Fran Brown jumping up and down on the near sideline, tightening up the corners. Cece vacates the backfield. Daniels calls for the ball. The Orange send a blitz up the middle. Throw over the middle. It's broken up, incomplete. No flags. Chestnut with his hands in the air. The innocent pose. And now it's 4th down and 8 from that spot. Not over yet. 37 seconds to go. If Stanford converts this, they're very much alive, and just converting this would likely get them into field goal range. Now Sparrow and Hastings in. McDonald, Jacquez, Watson among those coming out. Diggs, of course, is in the game, as is Jobity as a pass rusher. 4th down, 8, and a timeout taken by Stanford to think it over with 37 seconds remaining.
Stanford, their second of the half.
What do you think?
Pretty good football game right now.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Right, like this is why you play the game. It's a good opportunity. We thought, Syracuse would come in here and steamroll Stanford. Now they're in a position to go and win the game, right? Hardest thing in college football and any type of football is to win by 1, right? And this is where we are right now. 4th down. Wouldn't be surprised if they bring a little bit of pressure. Same thing. They just brought it with Justin Barron before, trying to bring those defensive ends up to the outside, pin them by bringing somebody in the A-gap.
Huge 4th down and 8 coming up. Stanford's got to make its best call offensively right now. Players are going crazy on the field, jumping up and down. Those that are not in the game going wild. Coach Nick Williams going crazy. 4th down, 8. The line to gain is the Syracuse 36. Keep in mind, a 1st down and getting into field goal range are about the same thing. Timeout, Syracuse may as well to take a look, or at least make Stanford burn the play they were going to run. This doesn't lock Stanford into any formation or anything right here, but this is sort of a basketball concept. You see them line up on the court for the play they think they're going to run, or you think they're going to run, and you call timeouts, and then the chess match is, do they change what they had in mind?
A big matchup right now is you just saw Diggs square up onto their right tackle. Right, so he's been playing onto the opposite side. He's been rushing their left tackle. This time he goes up against Luke Bakwenko. That's the matchup I'm watching right now.
Okay, I like it. I like your insight. Prior to this possession, Stanford had fewer than 80 yards in the second half. Syracuse, 220. Kyle McCord's passing touchdown to Jackson Meeks gave Syracuse the lead, 24-23. That's where we stand now with 37 seconds to go. Stanford, 4th down and 8 at the Orange 45. This is what you're in it for. Huge play right here. Biggest play of the season.
Two backs in the backfield to chip out.
One on either side of Daniels coming out of the backfield now is forward to the right. Daniels takes. The Orange send 3. Throw far side left. It's caught. My goodness. Along the left boundary. Clarence Lewis had his back turned, and Eilmaner's got another one at a key time at the 18-yard line, first down. What a play. What trust in Eilmaner. It's a gain of 27. I'm not sure Lewis knew the ball was even being thrown his way. 27 seconds left. Stanford certainly in field goal range. Daniels, with his shirt untucked, takes the snap, runs to get it centered into the middle. He's tackled at the 16-yard line. What a blow, silencing the Dome. Ooh. Oh, he never turned around. It was thrown right by him. He got a little grasp of the face mask. They wouldn't have called it there. They didn't call it. 3 seconds left. And a timeout for Stanford. They're going to line up to win it on the kick. Put it on the foot of Emmett Kenny, and it comes down as simple as this. That's going to be what decides the game.
Well, Stanford went, and they found the guy that's going to be playing on Sunday. Eilmaner was delivered a strike, back shoulder, comes up with that. They center the football, and now it's up to this block unit. What can they get going? Right? So right here, you're trying to displace the guys right next to the center and maybe grab one of them and pull them sideways so one of the linebackers can get up there with a block.
Obviously, it's practiced quite a bit. Syracuse had a kick block last week. Stanford blocked a kick, but this is the other way around. Emmett Kenny has already hit 3 in this game, including a 51-yarder. He is 7 of 7 for the season. The ball's right in the middle. This is as basic as it gets, routine like in practice. If he makes it, Stanford has won its ACC opener. If he misses, Syracuse is 3-0. And timeout taken by the Cuse to burn it. May as well. Trying to ice the kicker here. One more timeout remaining, but you can't take back-to-back anymore. So it's just going to come down as clean, as simple as how good is the operation, the kick from Kenny on the road. Perfect kicking conditions, of course, in the Dome. And the ball is centered up for him. 34-yard try. The holder, Connor Wesselman, Emmett Kenny, the kicker, going for his 4th field goal of the day and the game winner. 3 seconds remaining. The Orange need to dodge a bullet to get to 2-0 in conference. Awaiting the snap. Oh, and movement along the line. A little bobble.
False start. Offense number 58.
Do it again.
5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
That's Khalil House, the regular left tackle. This is not really an issue of yardage, but you can see some nervousness there, right? That's why a false start would occur in this situation. Now they'll spot the ball at around the 28. Let's call it a 38-yard field goal try. Again, right in the middle of the field. They practice this all the time, all the way around the country. All comes down to this. Game number 3 of the year. Snap, spot, kick, on its way. Strong enough and good. And Stanford, in its first ever ACC game, has come to Syracuse and won 26-24. It is the first loss of the Fran Brown era here at Syracuse, and a real heartbreaker as the Orange take the lead in the 4th quarter. But Alec Eilmaner had an early touchdown catch, a huge catch here in the 4th quarter, and the final drive sets up Stanford for the game-winning field goal. 26-24 the final as the Cardinal move to 2-1. Syracuse falls to 2-1. They'll wrap up this season-opening Dome stand next Saturday with a sellout crowd, heavily favored against FCS opponent Holy Cross. 26-24, that's it. Holbrook Heating Orange postgame is next on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At AmeriQ, we know sometimes it's not about the destination, and that the best connections are made along the way, because we're all about real connections, online, in person, and everywhere in between. Connect with the real person online when you need us. and easy mobile access to your accounts when you don't. Stay connected with Amerique wherever your life takes you. Amerique and you. Let's connect. Visit amerique.org/access today.
Hoffman Sausage Company, born in Germany, raised in Syracuse since 1879. Makers of the official Dome Dog and our famous Snappy Grillers, German Franks, and more. We still use quality cuts of meat, select spices, and the handcrafted techniques that help make us famous. So when you bite into a Hoffman, you experience a little bit of history. We simply make the best hot dogs and sausages in America. Hoffman Sausage Company is a proud partner of Syracuse University Athletics.
The home of the Orange. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Take your pup on an adventure this weekend at Canine Jamboree this Saturday at Jamesville Beach Dog Park, presented by Upstate Honda Dealers. It's the largest animal rescue event in the Northeast, with more than 30 shelters showcasing adoptable dogs. Bring your four-legged friend along for a tail-wagging afternoon filled with treats, shopping, demonstrations, and more. And all proceeds from this Pawsome Festival benefit local animal shelters. Get advanced sale tickets for only $5 at caninejamboree.com. That's caninejamboree.com.
Matt was 57 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. He'd seen his doctor every year. Why wasn't it caught sooner? Matt and his wife called the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts discovered Matt's doctors failed to order simple screening tests that would have diagnosed his cancer a year earlier when he could have been cured. Matt's case settled before trial for $3.2 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE.
A heartbreaker for Syracuse, suffering their first loss of the season, 26-24 against Stanford on a walk-off 39-yard field goal by Emmett Kenny